Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back, everybody. It's been a couple weeks.
Seems like it.
Yeah, it's been exactly a couple weeks.
It's been months.
I thought it was only 1 week.
Well, we took last week off.
We took 1 week off.
Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks since the last session, though.
Oh, yeah. Math.
So, yeah. Thank you all very much for coming out. I see we got the raid train coming in at the start of this session, so hello, everyone.
Sorry, I tried to get Raph to start, but I was like, "Nah, we're waiting for you." Now I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
But waiting for me, I mean, because I had to make an image real quick.
Yeah, well, we were waiting for that profile picture. It looks like Kelvin still doesn't have it though. So,
No.
before we get to
It's in there.
I'm not seeing it on my end, but we'll get to that in a sec. So, first of all, couple of quick announcements to start this off, as we've kind of already mentioned here. Troy will be joining us for a guest appearance as Kevin for this episode and for this kind of mission that the party is currently on. And the reason for that is because Doc is going to be, or Super Salty Peanut, or all the myriad of other names you go by, is going to be officially leaving the main cast, unfortunately. So this will kind of be one of his last appearances, but unfortunately life has kind of happened and there's a lot of conflicting stuff going on, and so he's no longer going to be able to be a part regularly of the main cast. So I guess I don't know if there was anything else you wanted to add to that while we're on that subject, Doc. I guess not.
Nope. Doc?
Oh, he's in chat, right?
Doc's been having issues apparently with his Discord, so...
okay. Discord issues. Unfortunate.
I don't know,
Well,
he's having issues with in his other stream as well.
Will he leave dramatically? Well, here's the thing. Well, the character of Chauncey is still going to be around. So, and rest assured, at least I have been told that he's still down to make appearances here and there throughout the future. But
Just
just not going to be on every single episode anymore. So yeah, that's sad, and we're going to miss him, but that's the way it has to be. So yeah, in order to kind of offset the sudden change, we've brought in last minute guest appearance for Troy/Kevin. But yeah, so also one last thing to mention, slight retcon. In one of the last sessions, I introduced that research project at Oxford where you guys get those biotech augments, and I think I said that it was up to a maximum of 20. Just quick retcon for that. That can go above 20. So just wanted to make sure that was cleared up in front of everyone. So with that being said,
I need to get me some of those. Let's see, what would that be? I need to get me some T Veronica tendons so I can move faster.
Hold on, let me just go ahead and refresh and see if that changes things for me before we go and get fully started.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Now I got the new Kevin picture.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh as well. Apparently Doc left. I think he might have refreshed because he's also not in Roll20 or Discord.
That's true. Apologies, everybody. It seems we're having some technical difficulties.
Yep, Doc already made his leave.
Yeah, that's it. That's the last we'll see of him.
All right. Yep. All right, everyone. I showed up.
All right. Well, in the meantime, let me go ahead.
And you already said that Mel will not make it for this session.
Oh,
right?
yes, I forgot to say that during the stream. Unfortunately, we will be short one Melkaya tonight. He's got some school stuff going on and will not be able to join us, so we'll miss him as well. But we'll have to make do.
Remember, kids, if you want to be successful in RPGs, don't go to school or have a job.
Yeah, pretty much.
I joke. Go to school and have a job.
That being said, in fact, let me see if I can get, okay, there we go. just until he gets back. I'm just gonna face him off of the stream overlay. But that being said, previously on Resident Roleplay, after a close encounter with the Manifold, your old ally, Dr. Sean Lennox, shared with you what information he had gleaned while imprisoned with the Manifold for a week. And from this, you learned that Walker has sent out his top chiefs, Scott Muller, Ronan, Scorpion, and Sphinx, all of whom you encountered previously. And he sent them out in order to gather all of the viruses and use Archaea's blood to enhance them, with the long-term goal of creating some sort of global viral utopia. And knowing that the Manifold is only missing the T. Veronica virus and the Ouroboros virus, you set yourselves to the task of finding out where they might acquire such items. And in doing so, you discovered two possible leads here. First of all, that there's a black market dealer in South Africa who claims to be selling a sample of the Ouroboros virus. And two, a wealthy collector in Japan named Hiroki Oshiro is rumored to possess a sample of the T. Veronica virus. So, you also learned that Interpol suspects that Mario Feliciano has been smuggled back into the United States, and though he doesn't seem to have many allies, you fear that he may be back to reclaim his father's mansion, which you guys had taken over in the previous story arc.
Yep.
And so,
I was able to confirm that he was there, right? I forget about that.
Mario Feliciano, or?
Yeah.
I mean, you've only heard rumors at this point. It all seems to be kind of speculative. But everybody seems to have heard the same rumors, at least, so seems quite possible. And I guess you talked to some thugs, and I think they mentioned that he was kind of, that they'd heard word about the same thing. But yeah, I think it hasn't really gone too far beyond the rumor mill at this point. But that being said, so because of that, Chauncey left Camp Clancy on high alert as you departed on a flight to Tokyo in search of this collector that you're after. So, that being said, is Doc back?
Nope.
All right, so because we're starting with Chauncey here. So, after confronting a civilian that seemed to have recognized Chauncey from his brief time on TV, he returns to his aisle seat and plops himself down, where next to him he sees Kelvin seated in the kind of middle seat of their row. And kind of nods to you. He's just like, how you doing, Kelvin?
Hey, Chauncey, what's up? I'm all right. I'm just getting ready for the trip. It's been a while since I've been in the field.
Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to run by you. I mean, you sure you're up for this?
Of course.
I mean, we're touching down soon, and we can't have anybody slacking. I know you've been holed up.
I don't plan on slacking.
Yeah, you've been holed up in that witness protection for a while, just making sure you haven't gotten soft. I mean, I know I get cabin fever, but
trust me, ever since I heard what happened to Archaea, I've been itching for an opportunity like this.
Yeah, very well. Well, you do your part, you watch out for everybody's backs. Everything should go well.
Yes, sir.
Now, not that I expect anything's gonna go down, seeing as we're just after some rich guy here, but guess anything can happen.
It's always good to be prepared, right?
Yeah, you could say that again.
From the row behind them, you just hear G pop up. He was like, well, if there's one thing I know about rich guys is they can afford to pay for the best security. Speaking of which, I actually need to make a couple phone calls, so I hope you don't mind. And I'm gonna get up and head to somewhere a little bit private in the back.
Mm-hmm. Well, at this point, a sort of voice comes over the intercom over the entire commercial flight, and you hear you hear them mention that they're going to be landing within the hour.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, that's fine. Then I'll wait till we get off.
okay.
I didn't know we were that close to landing already. I thought we just
No,
left.
yeah. This was. You guys were well into the flight when we left off last time. With
Good,
that
okay,
encounter with those civvies. But yeah, so at this point, you guys are kind of approaching the airport, and in fact, you could see if you look out the windows, which I think I established that Mr. G has a window seat. You would see below the lights of the terminal and the runways. It's nighttime currently. Seems to be well into night. In fact, you would know from your preparations that you're going to be landing around 9 o'clock in the evening-ish in the local time.
And we see all the bright lights of Tokyo as we're passing through the night.
Yeah, basically you see that kind of in the distance below you. So, given a little while longer, you guys touch down on the runway, and just everyone starts scrambling for the bags and unpacking and funneling out of the plane. And at that point, you guys, of course, are able to make your calls and whatnot.
All right. So as soon as I get... Yeah?
Before Mr. G takes those calls, Kevin approaches him real quick.
Or you
And
mean
he's like,
G?
yeah, a G.
Not a meal anymore.
Did I say meal?
Yeah, you did say a meal.
Oh, well, whatever.
Not a meal anymore.
Oh, no.
Mr. G.
Kevin approaches him and he's like, so I know the rest of the people here, Sarah, Chauncey, and Katara, but what's your game in this? Who are you?
Oh, yeah. My name's Jason. And I'm going to reach out to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
Yeah, I'm...
You're?
Hold on. I'm trying to think, what does Mr. G know of you that will determine the lie he tells? Because I know who you are.
Yeah, you would know Kevin Larson pretty well just from your general research into the party and being well acquainted with each of them.
Okay, I'll just say, yeah. I'm what do you call that? I was a co-worker of Chauncey. We've been on a few missions together.
Is there a way to tell if he's lying? Let's see. What's that?
Insight? You can make an insight check, yeah.
Insight. Okay. I have okay. I'll do that. Fuck. Wrong screen. It's been a while.
Welcome to Rolling Dice.
12.
I will tell you that you did tell the truth.
It's true. He didn't necessarily lie there.
Also,
Oh.
no, we haven't met yet.
What?
No, you weren't with the
Mr.
party.
G and Kevin?
No, yeah, we haven't met before on those other missions.
No, yeah. I think this is your first time meeting him. But yeah, he seems like a pretty forthright guy. Very personable.
All right. I just nod slowly and I say, all right. Well, you have my back. I have yours. All right.
Oh, don't
We're
worry.
cool.
I have your back.
Well, good. He turns and walks away, and what? Yeah,
All right.
walks away.
Heading to baggage claim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys go to claim your bags.
I'm
As you
making
do,
some phone calls.
Okay, yeah. You have
To,
that opportunity as well.
I'm making some phone calls to some pretty well connected people that I know in LA.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some phone calls to some members of the Associates, I believe. Oh, the Association. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
And I
association.
want to call them. I'm gonna make some calls to a couple members of the association that I've done work for, and I'm gonna see if they know what's this guy's name
The collector?
that we're moving to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rich people
Hiroki
know rich people. So
Oshiro.
Hiroki Oshiro. I'm gonna spell that totally wrong, but I want to contact them and see if any of them know him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say make an investigation check. Well, I'll call this a charisma investigation check.
Charisma investigation. All right,
Yeah.
that's different.
Since you're kind of like going through, because since you're doing this purely over the phone, this is just like your people skills with trying to basically gather a web of information.
All right.
Just from talking to people.
I spelled it right, actually.
Oh, nice, yeah. Oh!
Nice.
So,
Nice.
over the course of the, baggage claiming, going through customs, now it's worth noting that there is a bit of a lengthy customs process that you guys have to go through upon landing. You land pretty late at night, but then you go even later into the night because they gotta go through a whole lot of business
Check in firearms.
Yeah, because you guys are carrying weaponry and they're verifying your credentials with the BSAA and with the various government agencies that you're associated with, and making sure everything's on the level here. So
Yeah, I guess if
yeah,
you're watching closely, you will, like, Kevin will know that, because, like, we have to do all this official stuff. So Kevin will notice that I am government. You can at least tell that just from everything happening. I am government, like, staff, or not staff, but like I work for the government. But that's probably all you'll be able to tell just from all the credentials I have to pass.
Yeah, and Mr. G and Chauncey, I think out of the entire group, like, look the most natural in this environment. They both like go by pretty routinely, but Mr. G more so than everybody else. He seems to have just years of experience of doing this, and it's all routine to him. He knows exactly how to make his way past these checkpoints, legitimately and illegitimately. So, he just answers all the right questions and in the right order, and it's just like it seems monotonous to him.
Yep. I talked to some TSA agent, and you can, like, I slipped them like $100 bill.
Yeah. You know all the tricks to expedite the process. So I think we have Chauncey back now.
Yes.
So, but before we get to you, let me just tell you the result of that nat 20 there. So, you start making some calls to some of your friends in the association, and knowing that these are like high blue collar types that are well versed in the corporate and just like generally rich.
They are in the business. They are in the business of business.
Yeah, they're quite upper crust. So you start throwing that name around. A couple of them point you in different directions. First couple of people you talk to, they're like, Far East, not really my area of expertise. But you eventually nail down some contacts who seem to know quite a bit about Hiroki Oshiro. So you're just trying to get general information about him, just learn everything you can.
Learn everything I can, but hopefully I want to call in a favor and ask one of them if they are able to get me a legitimate,
like a meeting with them.
Yeah, meeting with him.
Because I'll say, with a natural 20, that's very, very possible here. So after a few calls, but you learn quite a bit about him. You learn first of all that he has kind of a colloquial name that most people know him by in that world, which is just the Collector of Wonders.
That's his name.
Well, that's what people sort of refer to him as. Like, his general enterprise. Would be referred to as such. But so the Collector of Wonders, and he is just not much is known about him in his personal life. He seems to keep that pretty close to the chest, but in the affluent world, he has a reputation as just like a very kind of hermited and very exclusive collector. And a lot of wealthy folk kind of like to arrange visits to his manor in Tokyo in order to, as like a social status thing, right? Like if you've been there, you're in a pretty elite crowd. And it's basically, like they basically treat it as like, from how you can tell how he's describing it, it's basically thought of as a private museum. And he has
it's
some
like the
very
Louvre
rare things. Yeah,
it's like the Louvre for like semi-illegal rich people.
Yeah, kinda. But as far as you can tell, he's Hiroki Oshiro seems quite legitimate. So he's acquired everything that he has, as far as you can tell, as far as anybody knows, through completely legitimate channels. He's just somebody who made a great deal of wealth in just business and industry in Japan, and uses that wealth for his hobby of just collecting things. And he's developed such a collection and such a reputation for this collection that people seek him out in order to see some of these rare items that he has. But with that natural 20, yeah, I'll say you can pretty easily get in touch with one of the people of the association who can basically, he'll talk to his people, they'll talk to Hiroki's people, and they can get him expecting a meeting at a time of your choosing.
All right. Is there a waiting list?
Generally speaking, because he is so sought after, but like the audiences that he'll entertain are so exclusive and so, you know, few and far between that there's not too much of a waiting list. So you can pretty much get in when you're, you know, whenever you guys would like to schedule it.
Are we in the morning right now, or at the night? I forget what you said.
So you arrived.
Because it's nighttime.
At around 9 o'clock at night, local time. But it's been a couple of hours going through customs and all that in order to get yourselves verified. So it's about midnight, yeah, at this point. By the time you guys finally get all the way through. But
all right, so I guess I'll throw it to the party then. Do you guys want to? I can get a meeting with this guy, but do you guys want to go immediately in the morning, or do we need a day to prep?
Like, am I part of this crew?
Yeah. Everyone's going through kind of customs and together, and like, well, this would be like kind of on the other side of that. You guys are kind of on your way out of the airport now.
It don't matter to me.
Personally,
all I need to do is get in. This is only getting in, and then I can try to get the sample that way. And if not, you can do what you do.
Personally, I think we should. While it is a good idea to prepare ahead of time, we have to consider. Now, first off, would Kevin know about the manifold and their plans?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been shared with you in the briefing.
That would have been part of the briefing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. We have to consider how fast the enemy is going to move. We have to be preemptive. We have to get the one up on them. We have to act fast. That's what I think.
Did we get a long rest on the plane?
It would have been a long flight, so I would say, yeah, if you would have liked to, you could have.
Okay. You know what, Kevin? I like you. Kind of like a good plan executed now is better than a perfect plan executed sometime in the distant future. I like that. I'll make it for a couple hours from now, and I'm gonna set an appointment for a couple hours from now.
The early morning hours, and much to your surprise, they seem to oblige you, and it seems to go through and be arranged. It seems like this is. That they might be used to people coming in from all over the world and scheduling these for very strange hours.
All right.
Yes.
I like you, Kevin.
Well, thank you.
And Katara points out, she's just like, all right, so we're going out right away. But perhaps we'd best check into the hotel, make sure we have a place settled before then. Just so we have somewhere to phone back to.
Let's see, we're in Tokyo. I might have something. Yeah. All right, follow me.
As you guys are on your way out, Chauncey, you get bleep bloop from Maya.
Okay. I answer the bleep bloop.
So Maya calls into you after your flight lands, and she's just has a brief conversation with you as you guys are moving out. She's just like, all right, Chauncey, it's good to see you've answered. I guess you guys have landed.
Yeah.
I hope customs didn't treat you too bad.
Nah. They're pretty good with me.
Yeah. Well, I just, I've been asked to remind you that this is going to be a little bit of an iffy operation. I mean, the BSAA has a Far East branch that's based out of this region, but Japan overall is a little less partial to us Westerners, so all that they're asking is that you try to keep things from getting out of control. You don't want to turn this into an international incident. So if you could keep things quiet, just get that virus and get out, then that would be splendid.
Yeah. I can try my best.
I mean, I know that's not exactly your area of expertise, but I'm sure you have people among your group who are good with the subtleties, so maybe give them a little bit more priority this time around.
Yeah, I think that makes some sense.
All right, very well. Be sure to contact me if you need any more information. I'm on standby.
Will do.
Oh, one last thing. So, speaking of the BSAA's Far East branch, I have also been notified that they have assigned an agent to be your local guide, so to speak. So, you should find her outside the terminal waiting for you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. What's her name? And give me does she have like a profile? Yeah, like give me her dossier.
Yeah, I could get you a quick profile on her, and she'll tell you that. Yeah, and you'll see from these from the documents that she can bleep over to you very quickly, since the BSA agent. The agent's name is Setsuko Morioka. Spelled as such if you need it.
Okay.
But yeah, you see her profile. Apparently, she's like kind of like she looks young. And well, I guess you would see her age and everything too. She's like in her early 20s, and she's just got like shoulder-length black hair and pale white skin, and obviously in all the photos kind of done up in business casual navy blue suits. But yeah, from what you can tell, she's not the most experienced agent, but she is the one that they've spared to guide you guys around Tokyo for now.
She is their one Japanese agent who's not currently busy.
Basically.
It's like, hey, you intern.
Yeah.
Go pick up someone from the airport.
We got Americans coming in. It's your turn to deal with that trash.
But yeah, so after your flight touches down at Narita International Airport, you guys go through the lengthy customs process, get your credentials verified, so that you can enter with your with all your gear. And again, that takes the first couple of hours. It's around midnight by the end, and you're kind of exhausted from all the questioning and all that. But you've been rested up from the plane flight, and you're eventually able to leave the terminal and exit to the parking lots outside. And again,
Charles was ready for a plane fight.
Yeah, he was.
I thought we were having a plane fight last time.
Yeah. But yeah.
Speaking, that wasn't retcon, right? That still happened. The whole plane.
Oh yeah.
Okay, make sure.
Only thing that got retconned was Kelvin got retconned onto the flight. But
Okay.
so you guys step out of the terminal, and again, this is kind of around midnight, so it's well into night. It's dark all around, aside from all the artificial lights lighting up the area, and there are not many people waiting. In fact, you do see parked by the nearest curb a sleek black SUV with a red version of the BSAA emblem fixed on the outside. And Chauncey and Sarah, as like BSAA members officially, you two would definitely recognize this as the emblem of the Far East branch. But yeah, and as you approach it, you would see that the driver seems to be asleep in her seat with a baseball cap over her face.
Yep, the intern.
So I'll walk up to the vehicle and tap on the glass. Like,
As you just like lightly and gently tap on the glass as such, and you just see like the lady on the inside just like, and the cap just falls off her face. She's like, and she like fixes it on her head, and yeah, you see her. It's the same lady from the photos that you'd seen, and she like rolls down her window and she's just like, yeah, I'm here. Are you the guys I'm supposed to pick up? I mean,
yeah.
look like Yeah, okay, you guys are the Americans. I mean, nice to meet you. My name is Setsuko Morioka. She holds out her hand for a handshake out the window.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Setsuko Morioka.
Mind if I call you Mora? I'm Irish. That's the closest I'm gonna get.
I suppose so.
All right, you're Moira.
I just extend my hand and say, I'm Captain Clancy. So
Captain Clancy, I've heard a lot about you.
yeah, seems like a lot of people have anymore.
Well, I've been asked to kind of be your guide around the city, so anything you need, I'll be assigned to you guys for the duration of your stay.
Cool.
So, do you have lodging?
Well, we got a number of hotels around that we could pretty easily check into. Where are you guys looking to stay? You want something fancy or something down and out of the way?
I could go for fancy for myself.
We're going fancy. Let's go.
Presidential suite, please.
So you guys all load up into the SUV, and she drives you away from the airport terminal. It's a 1 hour drive to central Tokyo from here, so it's actually close to 1 o'clock in the morning by the time you guys finally arrive in the city. But on the way, you pass miles upon miles of fields, farmlands, electrical lines, and storehouses. It's hard to tell in the darkness of night, but much of it seems to be well kept, but some are in disarray or else appear to be abandoned kind of rural husks. The closer you get to the city, the fields and trees by the roadside become less natural and a little bit more arranged, and then soon you just all becomes industrial factories every so often, and then as the road leads further and closer to the inner city, where you see Japanese kanji written on every building and street sign and everything lit by bright synthetic sources, and every street and sidewalk and alleyway crowded with people. And it's at that point that you realized you have arrived. So,
Man,
welcome to the
this is
world's
better than Chinatown.
the world's largest metropolis. This is Tokyo.
All right, so we're heading to biggest hotel.
Yep. So yeah, you ask that of Setsuko, and she'll direct you guys to the Hilton in Tokyo, and that's basically the biggest 5-star hotel you'll get to. It's going to be $250 a night for a room. So
The Hilton. That's something I know.
Kevin takes all the sights in, and he just smiles and just gapes at everything, and he's just like, "Wow, I've always wanted to go to Tokyo. This is awesome."
Yeah,
And
it's great.
He looks super hyped.
yeah, and there's certainly a lot of just like sensory overload coming in as soon as you get into the city. Even at this hour of night, it's just like, bright neon lights every once in a while, and just crowded city streets, and going to the area where the Hilton is at. It's even busy at this time of night. But yeah, you guys are able to check in. Are you guys all going to be like in the same room, or are you going to get a couple of different rooms to spread you guys out?
Real quick, does would that be factored into my what do you call that? High-end living?
I'll say for all of the downtime activities, it would be like, that's assuming that includes all your hotel costs. But for during a mission, they would have to be paid for individually.
Okay.
Case by case.
All right. I'll pay for my my own room, but if anyone needs it,
Okay.
I'll pay for my own room, but again, we could use it as like the main meeting area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sort of setting up like a base camp in your room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So mark that off $250 for the night.
I'm going to pay for a room for two for Sarah and I. So Since
Okay.
we're
Well, that
brother and
saves me
sister.
because I was about to ask how much it was.
Yeah. So you guys are kind of dividing amongst 3 different rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess like Chauncey
I forgot,
and Katara
I
will
forgot you
be
guys
in
are
the-
siblings.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So yeah, Chauncey and Katara are kind of in the main hub room and are setting up camp. Setsuko also would join you guys within that room, and she would have like supplies in order to, set up communication and whatnot. Seems to be a lot she could pull out of the back of that SUV. But yeah, you guys hold up in the Hilton for the night. There's polished quarters, each and every one, and it's very contemporary lodging. And the facility, like the general building, is massive and has all sorts of facilities. So you got, not just lodging, but also lots of dining and bars, as well as a spa and an indoor pool for those who would be interested.
I'm not swimming.
So
I have a question.
yeah,
What time is it right now?
it's around 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys have
And then
about
my next
2 hours to the scheduled meeting time.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be
I
leaving
guess
right
that
away.
Both my questions.
We really only
Um,
need the one room.
True. Yeah, if you guys aren't going to be staying overnight.
Because
we
we're
just
not
need
gonna
it
sleep
for-
here.
Yeah.
Then I guess I don't have to ask my next question.
What was your question? Because like,
What time was the meeting?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But
So,
it's 2 hours.
yeah. Yeah, so if you guys
Alright.
want to just all consolidate into one room, you may.
Well, we did say
Alright.
penthouse, right? So just like the entire upper floor.
Yeah, the presidential suite.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you would like to, maybe I'll, just to give that a rough estimate, we'll just, we'll just double the cost and just go to 500 for...
I'll do the 5.
Yeah, a nice big room for all of you.
Yep.
I'll do the
Mel-
5 just so my name's on record books that I'm there.
Okay, yeah.
Just so it covers all aspects on that,
Mhm.
but nobody else's name needs to be on it.
That's a
Good
good
to
idea. I mean, you don't want my fake names on any of these official meetings.
Well, like the BSAA would want a paper trail of where I'm at.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
But Mel just popped in, said he
I
finished with all
see
his
that.
tests, so he's popping in soon. So sweet.
So that
Awesome.
opens things up. All right. So, anything you guys doing in the interim? Are you you have a couple of hours, so you could pretty much get done any conversation or anything else you might want to do.
Can I Google Maps the area that we're going?
Sure. Yeah, you can get an internet connection. Hook yourself up to Setsuko's laptop and start doing some research on the area.
I got my own encrypted network I'm using.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. With your spy gadgets, you have a lot at your disposal.
what time is the meeting?
Couple hours.
Yeah. So
3 o'clock?
around 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
Local time.
From the penthouse suite, can I look out and see like the environment of Japan? Like
Yeah,
all
you
Tokyo,
get. I mean,
like
it's quite a view.
do I see like
Yeah.
the do I see like the what is it, the bus, is it Basoku? The Basuku people like driving their cars and stuff around like from here?
I mean,
Like,
from
'cause
the-
they have those big old car
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. I mean, from the top, like the street level is pretty far down, but yeah, you get a pretty good bird's eye view of just all the hustle and bustle of the streets below you, and just like again, just the city just still looks plenty alive at this hour with just bright lights shining right back at you, and all sorts of vehicles driving about the streets.
Everything is neon.
So like I'm just gonna like stare out the window kind of thing and just kind of like blinds are open, I'm just like hands crossed and just kind of like gleaming out the window, just looking like I'm taking in all the sights from here.
Okay. Yeah, just looking like the boss.
Yeah.
Kelvin is going to go and have a brief chat with Sarah.
Well, what a coincidence. I was about to have a quick chat with you.
He I don't know if you're sitting, but he sits down and he says, "So, how are you doing?"
I'm good. I mean,
That's good.
this is Tokyo.
Yeah,
And-
I'm excited. This is sweet.
Before we leave, we'll have to like do some stuff here. I doubt
Well,
we'll ever get back.
we'll have to see if we have the time. I hope we do.
Of
I'm
course.
crossing my fingers here, but okay, would have loved to see this. Great.
Is this being said like out loud, or is this like, are you guys keeping it quiet, or are you guys just talking
He's-
nonchalantly?
This is just
We're
idle
just
chit-chat
talking
in the room, right?
nonchalantly, I'd say.
Nonchalantly.
Okay, well, like
Yeah.
Chauncey's just like not eavesdropping, but like can overhear a little bit and just kind of nodding his head like in agreement, like yeah, I could see taking in the sights around here. But back to you guys. I just wanted to specify that while I'm looking
Yeah.
out the window.
But yeah, I'd say we should be careful.
Definitely careful.
Yeah. I've got your back.
Well,
And if you got my back?
do you have to ask Kevin? Really?
sorry.
You're my little brother. Of course I have your back.
All right.
And she kind of leans in, kind of keeping this on the down low. She's like, I've already lost one. We ain't losing another.
He just curtly nods.
And she embraces her brother.
And he gives her a hug too.
We're all coming out of this alive.
Of course.
All right. She is actually gonna go down to the lobby.
Okay. Head down to the lobby.
She's just gonna kind of like find a wall to stand on, and kind of just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's a fancy hotel.
Mhm.
If they were to come anywhere, they would come here, I suppose.
So you're just like watching people, you're people watching in the lobby,
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
basically.
lobby of the Hilton in Tokyo. That's an experience.
Particularly looking out for shady individuals.
Yeah. I'll say go ahead and make a perception check. We'll see what you take in.
Okay. Cool. Give me just a second. I was not prepared for a perception check. I was just like, I'm just
wanted-
stand here.
I just wanted us to post up, making me roll.
Yeah, exactly. What is this role you speak of? 15. Average
15.
watch.
All right. You keep watch.
Higher than average.
Yeah. That's actually that'd beat a pretty decent DC. But you keep watch, keep an eye out. You see a bunch of. It's not too active at this time of the evening. Like most everybody who is checking in here has already settled in for the evening. But every once in a while you see a couple of people just like seem to step out from their rooms to stretch their legs, get some air.
Okay.
Not really too much activity.
She's going to stand there and watch until they leave for the meeting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In the meantime, the rest of you up top, Setsuko is like basically, she's making herself as available as possible. Like every once in a while, she'll just come up to Chauncey and just be like, "Hey, is there anything you need for me to do? I mean, I'm at your service." And she does like a little salute.
I don't know. Break down more of your job position, I guess, and see what's available for you to do.
Just like, "Oh, you want to know about me? Well, I I've been a field agent with the Special Operations Agent branch of the BSAA, or the SOA, as I'm sure you know it's called. So, I mean, I'm trained. I'm combat ready. I'm good at staying on my toes. So yeah, just general agent duty. Can find stuff out.
You hear
Just,
that, Chauncey?
Fetch things.
Just
I can sneak
combat
around.
ready.
Hi.
Do you know where you could get me a good cup of coffee?
Yeah. We could get. I mean, we could get full on room service here. Would you like me to order a cup of coffee, Chauncey-san?
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
And she just like takes off and phones in some room service.
So I'm currently looking at trying to Google Maps the area that we're going to be going to.
Okay. So yeah, you get on the web and start looking around. So you're looking at basically the address you've been given as the destination.
Yeah, and like I've got everything going through like a VPN and like an encrypted network and everything.
Yeah, personal security. So you make sure you're well protected and you look around the area. So you would see that the mansion that you're headed to, the Oshiro Manor, is actually at the top of a pretty sizable hill. It's sort of on the outskirts of the city, not really close to the big bustling metropolitan sort of area, but a bit more outside of it. And yeah, it's on a bit of a hill, and it's like the only building on that hill, and it's pretty much at the top. And then there's like a clearing in which the manor is basically built. So yeah, it's pretty scarce, and it looks to be like at least a couple of miles going of uphill travel before you even get to the mansion. It's quite secluded.
All right. Is there like dense forestry or anything?
Yeah, it seems
That's
like
the top of the hill.
Yes, sorry, I just spaced out for a sec. Yeah, forestry. Yeah, there would be plenty of forestry. It's like the road that leads up the hill is kind of cuts through some pretty dense foliage that flanks it on either side. Like the hill is it's very treed hill, and there's just like basically the road cutting through it, and then just the clearing in which sits the manor at the top. But everything else is pretty much just all trees, thick coverage.
Real quick question: is anybody in this party? Because I just realized I might be the face man. But
yeah, I think you're the new highest charisma now that Arke has gone.
That's not great. Because I was like, I might be the new face man, but I'm also the guy who wants to be the furthest away from the fight. So I was like, oh, I wonder if I can post up. But I was like, oh wait, no, I forgot. I need to be in the house. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll go in. I'll face.
All right.
But I was looking to see if there's anywhere I can post up with a rifle, just in case. Actually, I'm gonna do that anyways. I'm gonna look for places I can post up with a rifle. Good, like anywhere that I can that could potentially have good line of sight. That I would have like a good out. There's nothing like that would like hinder a quick retreat, like running through a factory or something. I want to be able to just like up and leave if I have to.
I'll say since you're doing this through the through the computer and whatnot, I'll say make a survival check. But I will say the ability score, we'll go with an intelligence survival check. Just seeing if you could read the terrain well enough to tell what would be good points for what you're looking for.
Oh, okay. I had to I had to figure out what that was. All right. Oh, not bad. 18. That's very good, actually. I've been rolling high.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you do some digital scouting and just manage to find... what were the qualities exactly you were looking for? Remind me again.
Good cover. Lots of trees. Good line of sight to the mansions. Preferably the good line of sight to their door. Like the facade. And something that I can run quickly from, like that way, like nothing behind me that I have to run through, like I have to like go through like a parking lot or something, but just like trees that I could just run through in a straight line without being stopped if I need to make a quick retreat.
In a straight line, like back to the road, or just like deeper into
just deep until I can if I need to. If somebody if I shoot somebody at this front door, and they're like, shot came from that direction, and they send somebody out, I need to be able to book it in one direction for a long time.
Yeah, so with that roll, you could get a pretty decent place where you. It's a little bit difficult to tell, like through the map imagery, but it's like it seems good enough.
I can just at least tell that I'm not gonna be running into anything like.
Yeah, you're not gonna be running into like a steep cliff face or basically anything like that. Yeah.
So, I'll keep that in the back of my head, but I do plan on going in. I think we should probably talk about what we're actually going to do when we go in, but the plan that I have right now is I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to procure the virus from him. I want to be a buyer.
All right. So that's the kind of plan you're thinking of?
Yeah, but I need to wait for Mel to get here first.
Oh, rest assured, we'll probably have that chance soon here. But in the meantime,
I needed to talk with him because this was my plan. I was like, I think we should be buyers going into this because Mel's name Katara's name is known, and it's like, hey, you could be
had some legitimacy.
Yeah.
All right. So a short while later, and you're kind of all doing this in this sort of base of operations room that you guys have set up here. So yeah, a short while later, you hear a knock at the door. It seems to be room service.
I immediately pull out a weapon and buy the door.
Okay.
Just it's like a knock. I'm just like.
I walk up to the door and answer the door.
You open the door, and there seems to be just like a well-dressed Japanese gentleman who's staff of the hotel with a cart full of food. He's just like, room service.
I thought I only ordered coffee.
And Setsuko's just like, oh, well, I took the liberty of ordering a few more things, and I thought I'd get a little bit extra in case anybody else wanted to eat too. Hope it's not too much. I mean, I'm paying for it if it makes you feel any better. But your coffee's in there as well.
On the other side of the door, there's just Mr. G leveling a silenced pistol at approximately head height.
It's okay. I'll cover this, but thank you. And I throw him a $20 bill. Just shut the door.
And well, yeah, he rolls the cart in, and he also pulls out this sort of card that was with it. And he was like, also, is there one Katara Oswald here?
Yeah.
There was a lady in one of the rooms that wanted to deliver a message to her, and Katara is just sort of like peering out at this point, and he just hands her this card, and then he walks out of the room, taking the cart with him once everything has been offloaded. And that is probably going to be where we take our midpoint break. And we'll get back to see what exactly that is.
Before Katara reads that, can G just walk up and just be like, don't eat any of this food? And I'm just going to taste test everything.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to take a quick break, and hopefully Mel will be joining us by the time we come back. But don't go anywhere. There's still more yet to do in your little mission here in Japan. So, hope you guys stick around. We'll be back in a brief moment. But yeah, is everybody here right now? Is Lisa here?
Lisa, you here?
I'm not here.
Get out of here.
All right, so we're missing Kevin.
I am here.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Cool.
But yeah, before we go back
However,
in...
Real quick, what's your guys' last name again? Larson?
yeah. Well,
Larson.
mine's Black. His is Larson.
Oh, right, because you married in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But if you want to call her Larson, she's fine with that. She'll go
it's still
for
her maiden name. It's in the middle
Yeah.
somewhere.
Wait a second. what's the girl who sings Friday? What's her name?
Rebecca
Rebecca
Black.
Black.
Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black. Okay.
Not Sarah.
For some
That'd be
reason, it
fun.
was like, is that Sarah too? Like, did you just listen to that song when you were creating the character?
Yeah, absolutely. It's in her playlist.
Just walk in and it's just like, it's Friday. Nope. Mr. G kills her. No, I know, that's terrible. I would never kill another character on this show.
Never.
I'm fairly certain. No, wait, no, that wasn't you.
You have
What?
killed another character on this show.
Yes, you have.
Wait, you have?
Who?
You killed
Lauren.
Archaea.
No, that's what I'm saying. I will never kill another
Oh,
character.
as in a
Specifically,
second
also
character.
a second character. Also, specifically one that Lisa is controlling.
No, yeah, that'd just be a terrible ongoing
That's-
joke.
no.
It's just like every
Fun.
time she comes in with a new character, Lauren just kills it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that you killed another character, but then I remembered, no, that was Chauncey. And it wasn't
What?
Chauncey, it was Whiskers.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Way back into
That was
Forgiven.
way
Yeah.
back.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
True. Everybody's killing Lisa's characters. Wow.
Yeah. It's because I'm the girl, right?
Maybe.
Probably.
Oh, I will say though, because I think I haven't officially said this on stream, but I told Raph, me and Lisa are actually now even technically, because in the pilot, Lisa's character killed my character.
That's right.
And
Oh,
So-
yeah, it's true.
Let me-
I
yeah.
killed Lisa's character.
Let me explain that for those who don't know what that means. We recorded before we started streaming Resident Roleplay to do like technical tests and screen tests and stuff. I put together a couple of one-shots and we just streamed pilot episodes, which also helped test the
We
system
did not
as
stream
well.
them. We
Or rather,
recorded them.
pilot episodes. Sorry, I didn't mean stream, but yeah, we recorded a couple of pilot episodes, which were we've never released, but yeah, we recorded them to test the system and to test the technical aspects of the streaming setup and all that. So, and yeah, in one of those one shots,
Stress test.
Lisa's character killed Lauren's characters.
It's true.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we even know.
Technically,
Second pilot episode was the best episode I was in.
Oh yeah. Doc was in one of the pilot episodes. I still remember vividly the story of this campaign coming together. It was actually kind of awesome because it was just going to be Lauren and Lisa at first.
Yep.
And then Lisa introduced Mel at the last minute, and he like got his character together in like the week
Yeah.
prior, I think.
Super last minute.
And like Doc, he was very adamant about not being a part of this campaign at first. And then we let him in on one of the pilot episodes. We're like, yeah, just try it out. You know, it's not very committal. It's just a pilot episode. You know, you just do one and done. And then like, I think it was like the day after the pilot episode, he was just messaging me. So it was just like, so, you got any more room on that main campaign?
I was ready. I didn't
man.
want to, like, because I know what you were goaling for at the launch of the RP, and I just felt like I was going to be too much of a distraction and
Nope.
try to be too goofy all the time.
Perfect.
And that's whenever I was just like, whenever we did that pilot episode, I was like, and you're like, yeah, that's how we'd want it, like, you know, main story. And I was like, oh man, I'm in. I am definitely in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
If this was okay, I'm in.
No, yeah. I mean, that's been helpful
if
too.
you
having
will
a-
allow that, you should see my other character.
But then, like, I've honestly been really surprised though. Like, I feel like we've really got to, since you're kind of the newest to like the tabletop culture. Like, I feel like we've kind of gotten to see you evolve as a role player over the course of this campaign, and like you've been gotten like surprisingly dramatic with Chauncey at times, and it's kind of neat. Like, he's not just comic
It's
relief all the
like-
time.
Yeah. It's like that he has like a personal arc that's not in the story arc that he's gone through, and it's
Yeah.
like he built into this character that you're like, you love to hate but hate to love kind of feel like. But it's like, oh man, now he's gotten good. He's gonna go away for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's sad.
So sad. I will miss Chauncey.
It's okay. Raph don't know it yet, but I'm telling him that we're gonna do behind the scenes stuff, and we're gonna launch a Resident Roleplay movie.
Yeah. Resident Roleplay, the
Awesome.
movie. Chauncey
I'm
returns.
too old to play. I was gonna say, if we did that from the beginning, I'm too old to play Archaea, so
Unfortunately, the problem is I'm too young to play Emil,
Emil.
but I know exactly who I am.
Yeah,
perfectly
yeah. We
played.
pointed out that you're like perfectly castable for another character from the show.
Yep. And we're leaving it at that.
You're not white enough to play G.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Nor does
I'm
he
like
have
the
the
perfect
tattoos
embodiment of
that I know of. Anyway.
Chauncey, but like it'd have to be all CG.
It would be like the opposite of Chris Evans in the first
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, first Captain America.
first Captain America. Instead of making him small and skinny, and he's actually buff, it's like you're just like short and fat, and then they make you tall and buff.
Yeah, exactly.
They just gotta stretch you out a bit.
Yeah, just literally just stretch you in the over the freaking editing tool.
Be goofy looking.
Just like transform.
Just give me armor, I will fit the suit.
It's just armor and stilts.
And then just, film it from a different angle. So I
Yeah.
look taller.
Yeah, like shoot. Well,
Yeah.
they just gotta shoot you like they shoot Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah.
Just some little trickery, the right angles. You'll look tall.
It's
Alright.
fine. It'll work out.
Well, I think it's high time we break back into the roleplay, if you guys are ready. But I did mention, as we were just talking about, like that was kind of poor timing with your computer crash earlier, Doc. I didn't know if there was anything else you wanted to add to about your departure. But I did also want to mention, and I forgot to mention this while I was making that announcement, because I was so distracted by you just like disappearing all of a sudden, you were talking a little bit about your stream, and you are looking to do some more streaming on your own as well. So if you guys want to see more, you could shout out your Twitch.
Yeah, super salty peanut. So I don't think I'm gonna be full-time stream, and I don't want it to feel like I'm replacing this with streaming.
Yeah.
But on Saturdays, when I get done with work, it's a lot easier for me to have some of me time kind of thing, to be able to do the streams earlier in the day, and then in the evenings, like at this hour, I'm able to take the family out and enjoy going out to the movies or doing other things, because my schedule sucks on the fact that I have Sundays and Mondays off. And Sundays, religious or not, I just like to not do anything. So
That's the rest day.
probably won't stream on Sundays unless I'm absolutely bored or people have invited me in to do something. Mondays, though, I like to get all my housework done, and my daughter will be returning to school, and so I'll only get to see her half of that day. But on Fridays, my schedule sucks because I get off at 8:00 at night. So anything I can do with my family, very slim. So the only time I have is my Saturday evening. So that's why I'm taking a step back and, again, letting other people have chances to entertain any of the viewers. It's fun. It's not that I'm gone. I'm still going to be around. I'll be in chat. If I stream early and you guys start, I'll try to raid you. Like those kind of things. And so I'll still be around. I'm not disappearing off the face of the earth. So
right. And like I said at the beginning, your character's still going to be around. You still might make guest appearances every once in a while. Yeah, it's not a full cutoff, but yeah. So, and like you said, give other people a chance to get in the spotlight. Obviously we brought Kelvin back, and we're probably gonna have like guests a little bit more regularly now, just to round out the cast.
We're gonna have regular guests.
Yeah, kind of like on Relics and Rarities, right? They change guests every episode. But yeah. So,
and I could be one of those guests. You don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just nice.
Have that flexibility
because I get to take that. Yeah, I get to take that step back. And if I'm absolutely not doing anything, I could be like, "Hey, Raph, I'm not doing anything tonight. You need me?"
Everyone else will just be like, "We need firepower.
We need guns.
Lots of guns." All right. So, Yeah, so we got that out. But that being said, are you guys ready to start back up?
I am.
Yes. By the
I
way,
was born ready.
that's that kind of motivation that we need right now. So Mel,
Mm-hmm.
did you catch what happened right before we ended?
Right. Yes.
Or went to break?
No, because I went to go get food.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
more food.
No matter. I'm gonna catch you right up right now. So last we left off, you guys have holed up in the Hilton. You got a nice fancy room near the top, and you guys have sort of set up a base camp in this singular room with your new Far East BSAA agent Setsuko joining you guys. She ordered some room service, and the gentleman bringing the room service in passed on a note to Katara from another patron of the hotel. And so,
Meanwhile, I'm taste testing all the food, making sure it's not poisoned.
yeah, and Mr. G's taste testing all the food. Big Constitution saving throw. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not joking. I'm ready for it because I literally got something this level that'll help me.
You did, yeah. But no, the food seems on the level. It seems as ordered.
Okay.
And Setsuko is waiting eagerly to retrieve the noodles once you're done taste testing.
The ramen's yours.
Yay! And she just takes it off into a corner and just like, with a pair of chopsticks, just begins like, like a little monster.
While she's gobbling down her noodles, her num-nums, I'm going to grab my cup of coffee and go sit beside her and start conversating with her about her career so far as a BSAA agent.
Well, you know, it's been all right. You know, got out of training not too long ago. Been mostly working a desk job, but you know, I'm combat ready. Like I said, I've put in my hours at the range, and I'm ready. I'm ready for field work.
Mr. G walks by, licking his fingers, just like, "Do you hear that? Just combat ready."
Again with you in this combat ready? I heard that much. But no, I want to ask her if she's been in the field at all. Like, have you ever been in the field? Are you nervous? Do you realize that, like...
I'm not nervous. What makes you think I'm nervous? No.
Huge possibility that I'm going to let you go in today.
And she just like looks at you just wide-eyed with like full cheeks, and she just like swallows the noodles. Just like, well, I mean, I guess I haven't had too much experience in the field, but you know, I've mostly just been driving people around and doing little errands that other agents need around here. But you know, they've given me a bit of a chance, you know, here, and I'm intent on proving myself.
Well, I stand up and then I just get my bag and just like shake it all out. All the guns will pour out onto the bed and all the bullets and all the stuff. And I'll be like,
Just unloads a small armory.
and then I'm gonna grab the Magnum and like just stick it in my like behind like back of the belt area, and I'll just be like, all right, guys, whatever you want, yours. I don't think I'm gonna go in on this mission this time.
Huh?
I think I'm
Where you
gonna
headed off
take a
to?
step back, and I'm gonna go and enjoy the sights. I think.
All right.
Kevin looks slowly, tilts his head towards Chauncey, and he's like, "What?"
Here? What?
Hey, it's all right. If everything goes according to plan, we won't even need Chauncey's guns.
That is true, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll gladly take an AR if you have an AR on you.
I have this newly acquired AR that I haven't shot. It's called a G36.
Oh,
Pretty nasty.
so you're not going to be needing that?
I'm not gonna be needing this one. I like I said, everything's on this thing. If you want to look through it, I'll give you all your details on them, and you can take whatever you want. But I think this is a mission that you guys can handle without me. I'll be around if you need me, but I think I've been longing to get out and stretch my legs and actually enjoy the sights that I'm going to instead of fighting the sights.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh wow!
Wow. I'm flabbergasted. Sure. If she's gonna start looking through the bag, she's just let's see what's here.
Well, for you, there's two different assault rifles. There's the Colt AR-15 with a +2, and then there's the G36 +2.
Right, because you got that G36 upgraded to a +2, right?
Well, I'm gonna take the G36.
Okay. It's nasty. it's pretty nasty. I also have, just in 5.56, I have 290 bullets in a bandolier. So you can have that plus the G36 is already fully loaded. You'll also see 15 40mm rounds sitting in my bandolier as well.
What did you?
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Whoa.
I've been stalking, guys. I've been stalking. Like, I have an inventory space of 16 slots, and I literally have every spot filled. So just so you guys know, they are ready.
Do you have any launchers in that stock of yours?
I do not, because Chauncey only carries what he's proficient in, which is everything but launchers. But I do have a sweet pair of goggles that might be beneficial to you in case you need them, and gloves if nobody else wants them as well.
Well, what sort of goggles are we looking at here? First,
They're called Genesis goggles.
Well, it's more like a
Really?
scanner device.
Yeah. Well, I put them as goggles because that's what I wanted them to be, but I haven't put them that way yet. So yeah, it's a Genesis scanning device.
Could I take a look?
Sure.
Okay, I look for those goggles, and once I find them, I pick them up and take a look.
Yeah, so you get a hold of this device. It's the like this small kind of handheld device. It's a little bulky, but it looks pretty technically advanced. And you looking through it, you could get like a scan and a sort of reading on your surrounding environment.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna put that in my inventory then.
You still need your night vision and rangefinder, right?
My infrared rangefinders, I don't think I'll need them to walk around Tokyo.
All right. Somebody might be able to use that. I'm already pretty good in the dark as it is.
Well, I figured a lot of people are. So, and hopefully you guys are gonna just go into a mansion and come out with the lights on.
This is ideal, but
I
you
also
never know.
have tactical fingerless glove.
Oh, hey, I got some of those. I'm gonna show off some. I don't know if I'm allowed a brand name, but like some mechanics gloves.
These ones are just straight leather. Tactical. I do also have a helmet if anybody's interested in using a helmet, because like I don't want to walk around Tokyo looking like an armored American.
I can't wear that, otherwise I take it. Dang it.
I do look at Kelvin though and be like, hey, look, like I know you're not proficient in these weaponries, but it's still better to have than have and not need than to need and not have. So your pick of a shotgun or an assault rifle, because I still have one of those available as well.
Do you have any sort of like sniper rifle or long range rifle?
The best I can get you is that assault rifle.
Well,
It's still pokey damage. If you need it, it's better to or it's better to have and not need. Just saying.
oh, all right. I'll take that assault rifle of yours then.
Okay, and that one's a Colt AR-15, and it's a +2, and it'll come with the 10 rounds, and you and Qatar can split whatever ammo you want to take with you. I can go over the ammo stuff later if you guys want me to.
Yeah.
We won't be able to go through it all in one episode.
290. You said 250 something?
I had 300 before I loaded my AR. I have 290 left, so it only takes 10 bullets.
So like we can take 145 each.
Yeah.
I think they only stack up to 100, so that'll be 2 stacks.
Yeah. So
I'll take 100.
I have 2 bandoliers, so
Of course you do.
you can mix those around however you want if you need to. The only thing that else that I see that's really necessary is I have steroids, which is 1 vial, and I have an insulated pouch which has scrap material in it, but it's only got 4 scrap material.
Ooh. I don't know if I. Hold on, let me check my stuff.
Oh, I also have a treasure pouch. And Sarah, this is also stuff that if you're interested, you hear anything, just say something.
Okay.
You may be downstairs, but we'll radio down to you and be like,
Oh yeah, she is downstairs. I totally forgot she bounced to the lobby. Well, it'll all be sitting on the bed whenever you come up.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll go over like a final before we actually leave. We'll do like a final
Sweet.
thingy.
Final thingy.
Just going over the plan.
But this also goes for our the BSA agent that's with us.
Her name.
If she
Setsuko.
needs
Her name's Moira.
Moira.
Moira. Yeah.
Whatever
Different
helps.
Moira.
Because like
And you see,
I don't
she's
know if you're good
yeah,
with shotgun.
she's strapped with like a standard issue like M9 handgun at her hip, but
Are you any good with a shotgun?
not exactly my area of expertise now.
So I who else uses a handgun here before I like offer this up?
I'm good with
Because-
handguns.
Okay, because like I have in the bandolier, I have in the bandolier, I like another 35 9mm handgun bullets, like 35 of them.
I have no room for bullets.
All right. What
I am also stocked.
What about you? Points to other new person,
No,
the
Setsuko.
new NPC. Yeah.
Well, I've got enough for a reload on my own. I should be fine.
Do you need more than a reload?
Well,
Then just a
hopefully
simple
not, but I mean, I could carry it if you like.
Sure. Knowing how things go down, sometimes you may need this.
Well, I mean, I'm here to help. And she just takes the bullets.
Yeah, so I got that out of there. Cool.
All right. So,
Let's see.
which, by the way,
Alright,
Katara, have you
so-
looked at the note that the room service guy gave you?
Oh, that's right. There's a note. I completely forgot. Okay. Where is it? Why is it not show? Wait, where is it at?
Oh, wow.
What?
You sent it to me on Roll20, right?
No, I did not give it to you on Roll20. I was just gonna, now say it verbally if you give it a look.
Oh, okay, yeah. What does it say? She'll take a look at that.
Yeah, so you take a look at it. It's a short note, just on like this small sort of card paper, but it just says, "Meet me in the bar. Come alone." There's just like a crude little drawing of a scorpion on it.
Son of a...
I see. So she looks at everyone else. She's like,
What'd it say?
so I got a meeting at the bar.
Like at the date?
I'm guessing because it says to come alone, and it's got a really, really crude picture of a scorpion on it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Neither would I.
I'll be outside.
I'll be as far away from this hotel as I can get.
No, I'm basically going to do I know where the bar is in this area?
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy to navigate to within the Hilton.
Would I be able to go out through the back and blend in with a crowd somewhere and have a view of the bar from outside?
Yeah, there would be some windows into the bar from the outside, so you're getting out of the hotel.
So I want are you going to do this first of all? Because I really, if Scorpion is here,
not.
If Scorpion is here, I want to take her out, and if she's telling you to come alone, she's probably already here. The rest of everybody is already here. I'm assuming as well. There's going to be a fight. I want to fire the first bullet.
To be fair, I think, well, the person I've been kind of sitting down and thinking about things. The last encounter we had with them. I don't know. Scorpion would be a really good one to take out. I guess first,
but
either Scorpion or Sphinx. I don't know.
I'm assuming. Here's the thing. Whatever I'm going to be planning, I'm assuming she's already thought of it. Let me tell you the story really quick. Mm-hmm. One time when I was in Rome, I was on a job. I needed to get some intel from a certain mafia leader. I couldn't get close because he was being protected by Scorpion. I tried my best. She kept evading me, kept him out of my sights, and I knew that the only way I'd be able to get even close to him was to break some protocol that I had trying to stay low. So I did. I thought I was able to get close without her noticing. I took a shot at her and immediately fell into a trap and nearly died that day. She's slippery.
Huh.
She's really, really good. If we can do something to take her out, that's our best plan. Whatever she's got going on, you can guarantee it's a trap. But we can at least walk into the trap prepared.
Understood. Well, this would be an opportune moment, I guess, to go through and take a trap and flip it on him. So, if she wants me to go alone, obviously I won't be. But, yeah, I'd say we should at least get you a vantage point. So that way you can take the shot.
Ideally. I don't know if we should involve anybody else because this is going to be this could get messy. There are a lot of civilians around here, but I need her dead more than I'm worried about any public image problems.
Right.
So the BSA might not want to get involved in something like this, but we could use some firepower.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yeah, we can go through and do that. I just think we should. So where is the bar specifically? Like,
it's on like one of the middle levels. So the whole building is obviously quite tall. It's got many dozens of floors. But yeah, around you guys are like in again near the top in one of like the almost penthouse type of areas, one of the bigger rooms at the top. But yeah, near the middle would be where you'd know the bar is located.
Hold on. Kevin thinks for a moment and then he looks up. How did she know we were here?
That is
She's
a good
She
question.
is very good.
I have an idea. He stands up and he looks around. Could I make an investigation check?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any sort of bugs or listening devices.
I was going to say the same thing.
All right, make an investigation check.
Can I aid?
Yeah, sure. I would say you could give him advantage on that check.
All right. Let's see.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, might as well try.
Yeah, never hurts unless you've already rolled a 20. So 22. Okay. Yeah. So you search the room, and with Katara's help, you pretty much clear the entire suite. From what you can tell, feeling around, looking in all the places where you might expect to find a bug, you don't really find anything that would suggest there's any prying ears in this room.
Huh.
Could I double check electronically with some spy gadgets I've got? Just a little like Actually, no. I don't want to double check. Can I do some sort like would I have something on me that could like negate any small like electronic devices around me, like have like some sort of jammer that I can turn on my watch that we can have a little like privacy bubble digitally?
I would
Just
say
like for this, like,
you might
this,
be
like,
able
room?
to fashion something. Make a technology check.
Technology. Where is that? That's intelligence, right?
Yeah, at the
Yep.
very bottom.
Had to happen sometime.
So I mean, do you need help?
I had an idea, but I'm not prepared.
What was the idea?
I'm going to whisper her the idea that I had. Just like create a little miniature audio jammer.
Can I try?
Yeah, I would say yeah, you could try. You could either give Mr. G a reroll or make a check yourself for technology.
I'll help her.
Well, you can't do. Yeah, I was gonna say, help doesn't apply since you already made your
No,
check.
I'm saying.
but
No,
yeah,
I'm saying I'm not going to be rolling again.
Oh
yeah.
no.
So you attempt to finagle something, but you can't quite
See, this is what
figure it out with Mr. G's particular set of tools, and you know
with the
exactly
exact same amount of tools. This is the difference in
yeah,
in her. Just
that's
like
true. That's true. But yeah, doesn't quite work out as you would hope. You might, you figure you might be able to fashion something if you had more facilities or if you had more familiar tools. But with what you have on hand with Mr. G's spy gadgets, it's hard to really figure it out.
She just whispers back. She's like, "Okay, yeah, that didn't work out."
That's fine. There's no way they could have bugged unless they bugged every room in this hotel. Doesn't matter. Probably checked the flight directories or something else. It's pretty obvious he would have been here, though.
Mm-hmm.
They just needed to find out where. All right.
You guys, I feel are wasting your time because they wouldn't know we're here unless they knew we left.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, they don't need to bug this room. They knew we were coming before we left. Obvious.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I think they're bugged somewhere else or into something else that feeds our knowledge in and out of as well.
Yeah, have
So
Maya
they
do a
know
quick
our
scan
move
of your
before we
network.
do it.
Oh,
Yes.
no. It is your network.
So I guess it's like an out of character question. Because I remember I wasn't here during, the one session where they were talking with Sean and everything.
Oh, right, yeah.
And just in general, but what was there any information relayed back to the party whatsoever about like Sphinx and
Yeah, there was a little
everyone
bit.
else?
There was a little bit more exposition on all the manifold chiefs. Yeah.
All we know is that Sphinx is Uber Hacker. Uber Haxernova. But he's super hacker, extremely young. I know a lot about Scorpion personally, but she is super spy, German heritage, and currently, what do you call it? Primarily working with Manifold. She used to do a lot of like freelance spy stuff and assassin work.
Mhm.
We know Scott Moeller, and the other guy's just a straight up bioweapon.
Well, all right. Okay, yeah, because we're talking about everybody's talking about like, oh, they probably already knew we were here or whatever. I didn't want to make an assumption for Sphinx potentially finding out if we didn't get the information that, oh, hey, this dude's a hacker.
Oh yeah,
So-
no, he's a super hacker, but I'm thinking this is not them. I'm thinking this is their boss. His whole thing is knowledge, and he has a lot of it right now, and he currently potentially might have his fingers in the pockets and what do you call that?
Pies?
He's got some fingers controlling some BSAA potentially.
I think he's got hands in the government.
He's
In a
definitely got
sense.
hands in the government.
And
He's definitely
that
got
part of BSAA.
yeah. Well, the BSAA isn't government technically, right?
In a sense.
Well, they're UN, so
UN. All right.
any constituent
Not-
UN country could possibly
Yeah.
be involved.
Not any one government. That's true. That's right. But yeah, he definitely has. If there was an order made for us to come here, he would have known.
Okay. That just makes things more difficult.
That kind of makes me feel like you going for a walk might be the best idea right now for you. It might keep us a little bit more off the radar if we go independent.
How
Yeah.
much time has passed?
By this point, it's,
Half an hour?
yeah, maybe half an hour to an hour since you guys have gotten to the hotel.
Okay, so just really quick, Sarah is going to find someone and ask them where the bar is, and she's gonna go drink.
Okay, yeah, you could pretty easily get directed to the bar from one of the clerks or one of the people at the front desk.
She wants to try some foreign drinks.
Some sake?
Exactly.
All right, yeah, so you get up to the bar. You know, it's not crowded, but there's like more people than you're expecting to be there at this time of night. It still seems yeah, pretty active. But then again, it seems if there's a time to drink, depending on what your situation is, 2 a.m. might be it. But yeah, so there's a few people, but you pull up to the bar and get yourself some drinks.
I swear, if Kevin has to drag you out of there, I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah, she just sits down at the bar and orders drinks till
Hot sake.
whatever. Whenever.
You better not get drunk because we're literally about to go into a mission.
Oh, she wouldn't get smashed or anything.
Just walking up was like, hey, collector guy.
Oh no. Don't do it. Or she'll do it. Don't do it.
Okay, so
Sorry, do you think we should go for it? See if we can do something about Scorpion while she's here. It may not even be Scorpion. This might just be a trap straight up.
True.
Because remember, I took a shot at her, and the person that I killed was not her. I don't want that to happen again. That looks bad on my record.
Right. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's head out. Let's do this.
Can I try to break into one of the rooms?
Just any other room?
Yes.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do disguisey stuff, don't you?
Yes.
Can you
Not very
disguise-
well, but I
you
can.
disguise other people.
DM. GM, can I disguise other people?
I mean, you could you have a makeup kit,
I do.
but I think that's about it in the way of disguises.
Because I'm thinking, if I'm about to go take a stroll around Tokyo, and they already know that I'm here, and the people on the airplane that didn't even know I was really who I was know that I'm here, somebody else might notice me and stuff. I kind of want to go without anybody knowing who I am.
Just dress up as Snake. You'll be fine.
That's true.
Do I take a look at the big man in front of me? Do I think I could do something? My plan right now with breaking into the room is I want to break into somebody's hotel and take their clothing to blend in more with the population here.
Okay. I'll say, make an investigation check to see if you could find a room that is occupied but not currently. Well, it has someone checked into it but not currently occupied.
Yes. 23.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't take much looking to find one, even on the same level as you are. You use some sonic devices and snake your little camera through the bottom.
I definitely peep into some rooms and it's just like, oh. Okay, gotta move on though.
yeah. There's a few of those.
Japanese porn.
And then you get to eventually one that fits the bill.
All right.
The door's locked.
I break in.
All right. Yeah. I was gonna say with your investigation
I take the
check, you
break-in
also get
action.
you also get the locked and not trapped business. But yeah, so you.
Okay. I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah.
It's a hotel room. I
know.
don't break into Scorpion's room, do I?
I still got to give you the full rundown with
Yeah.
being an agent class. But yeah, so there are electronic keycard locks as a standard
No
for a lot
problem.
of modern hotels. So I'll say make a. This will be an intelligent spy gadgets check for hacking type stuff.
13.
Oh.
Good enough for a hotel. You managed to get through. Hotels aren't very secure. They're especially at this point in time, not a lot of them have been thoroughly, pen tested. And you
Right. This is 2005.
or 2008 at this point, but
2008. Right.
Still,
That's not. It's a little bit better.
Still, yeah. It's still
We haven't gotten to
not
the point
quite
where-
up to par
yeah.
with spycraft. So
Yeah.
you
I'm still ahead of the curve.
you snake your way into that room, and you are able to collect some clothes from small leather briefcase that they seem to have packed.
Yep. Anything that could fit Chauncey?
They look to be.
Get a sumo suite.
It looks to be male clothes at the very least. So you got that.
I would have gone with either. I'm actually thinking I might dress up as a geisha because I am very white.
It might be a little bit small on Chauncey, but it might work.
I'll pick out a little outfit for him, and I'll take I'm assuming because this is the Hilton, fancy people dress suits and all that.
Yeah, some of it looks kind of not necessarily formal, but business, right? And some of
business,
it,
right?
yeah, there's a little bit of business, a little bit of casual in there.
Yeah.
I'm already
I'll-
business.
I know that's the problem. I was thinking.
Just do my face.
I'll see what I can do about your face for sure.
You can always shave the beard.
I come back in with a razor.
Nope. Just give me a bigger nose or some shit. Give me an eyeball. Just
Hold on, I think I saw somebody in the hallway with an eyeball. I'll be right back.
you know what I mean? Like if you give me a
Just Raccoon, just like I want that man's eye.
Yeah. Like if I take the
know if I can
bandage
do
off,
that.
just if I take the bandage off, just if you could do the makeup to cover up the scarring and all that stuff.
That is the one thing I am good at.
Yeah.
I will cover up I will do some makeup to cover up your scar, but I don't know if I can do anything about the missing eyeball.
Well, I'll flip it. Well, I don't know if my eyeball's missing. Technically,
It's not missing.
It's
Yeah,
oh, right,
like-
it's just-
it's still
it's
there.
there.
It's
It's
just
like-
it's just scarred all around it, kind of.
yeah. So I still have longer hair, so I'll just flop a little bit in the front.
Get rid of the eye patch. I'll say, Mr. G, you can make a mobility performance check to see how well you do the makeup.
Okay. $12.
Yeah, it's passable. It might not, like, under close inspection, you could tell that something's being covered up, but, you know, for just passing by,
Yeah.
it's passable.
Nothing as good as what I'm doing for myself, but
Exactly, yeah.
I've never done this to someone else. This is interesting.
Make me feel pretty.
Don't worry,
All right,
you're already pretty.
So if I feel disguised enough that nobody's gonna know me, I'm okay with at least escorting Katara down to the bar. And
She'll
just
recognize
at
you.
least- No, and taking not
Yeah.
going into the bar, but escorting her down
Just walking
toward
her
the
down.
bar. Yeah, and then
We
just
need to bug her though.
Yeah, you can do that.
I can do that.
And then I will still stay in the lobby, but not in the bar.
Yeah.
But if I notice that Sarah's in the bar, I'm going to tell her to leave the bar. Like,
Yeah.
because if Scorpion's in there, she already knows that Sarah's there.
All right, Kevin.
Yes.
What are you going to be doing while we're trying to figure this out?
That's a good question. I mean, I could probably. This Scorpion lady, Kevin heard about her, right? Yeah, he
Yeah,
would've.
yeah, you would have heard in the briefing that the kinds of threats
Yeah.
you guys might be up against.
Yeah.
And you would have heard all about the Manifold's chiefs.
I'm pretty sure that. Wait, would the Manifold know that I exist?
Yes.
You guys would get the sense at this point that everybody, the entire party knows is on their radar.
I see, so they would know of me. Well, what could Kevin do?
You're an engineer, right?
I am.
Okay.
Do you have an idea?
What are you good at engineering? You electrical?
Well, considering I once turned the power back on at an old umbrella lab store, I'm good. I'm good with that. Why do you ask?
I'm wondering if you could
There's a function
do
for
something
that.
for me in terms of, huh?
Oh, I was just pointing out there's a function for that now in the casting.
Um,
We're turning on what he was doing back then with repairing the labs. There's now just
Yeah,
a repair
right.
thing you can cast with Tinker's tools. But anyway, that was
Yeah.
an aside. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Did you? Well, is there anything that you would be able to do? Or is there anything that, like, if I wanted you to run surveillance, and I gave you some tools that I have, would you be able to tap into the? Would you know what to do to tap into any hotel security?
I'm pretty sure I could manage that. I'm very good at my job.
Okay. I'm going to give him what I think he would be able to use from some of my spy gadgets, some little bits and bobs to get into some security, maybe, and maybe just like tap into and like be able to view some cameras.
Okay. Yeah, so you give him some gear.
Like obviously, like I can give him like a little fold out like monitor to view stuff. But everything else is just like you just have to electrical engineer the rest of it and hack
Alright.
into it somehow. But I can give him some tools that I have just to make that a little bit easier. And I want to basically assist him with my spy gadgets on maybe like a technology check or something he's good at to get in.
Okay, you would have to find some sort of place to wire in first.
Yeah.
So.
Some sort of security booth. I'm good at finding those.
All right. Yeah, if you want to search
not
for
security
one, make
booth,
an
but, like-
investigation check.
That's a lot. I'm at 28.
Yeah, you find your way to a security booth pretty readily. It's on about like one of the lower levels, just around the lobby. There are some like employee areas.
I can get in there.
Yeah. There's like they're easy to get into. There's just like signs essentially telling you do not enter. Just like staff areas. But yeah, you notice what looks to be a door labeled as a security room over there. And you imagine there's, just knowing your understanding of security protocol, there's probably people staffed in there.
I have so much of a better idea. All right, hold on really quick. How much time do we have? Because I kind of want to change my disguise.
At this point, you guys only probably have about an hour.
Okay. All right, Katara. I have this idea. First of all, do you feel comfortable being bait?
Being bait?
Yes.
I mean, I guess I could handle it. I can run. Running is an option.
I'm just making sure you feel comfortable doing this.
Yeah, I have an idea. I think I'm gonna do just to when I get to the bar.
All right.
I have an idea of something.
So, Kevin, I need you to come with me. I'm gonna try to get us into somewhere secure so that you can get in, but I need to head downstairs really quick. Like meet me at the security room or something. Instead, I want to see if I can find. I'm gonna straight up hitman this. I want to find like a waiter's outfit, like not a waiter's, but like one of the hotel staff outfits.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Giving a bit of it.
Okay, so you're gonna find in the staff area the uniforms of one of the waiters.
Yeah, but before I leave, I'm like, I have all this fancy clothes that I got. I'm just like, this is pretty good. I'm gonna go be a waiter really quick. Somebody have fun with this suit. It's actually really nice.
You know, did you say that in character?
Kevin, yes.
What about me?
You wear the suit.
Me?
Oh yeah, you look great.
I put the suit on him?
All right, yeah, you can get
If we're
changed.
going for disguises, you'll at least look a little bit different than what you did coming in.
I never
All
thought
right,
I'd be
I'll
a
put the
part of
suit
a-
on.
I never thought I'd be a part of a Hitman game.
In Resident Evil.
And out of character, I can say that because the game came out in 2000.
Oh yeah,
game.
that's Katara saying that.
Yep, that's Katara actually saying that.
Yeah, G comes back and or G's about to leave, and it's just like, oh yeah, it turns out that game is actually very well researched.
But the movies are terrible.
Actually, I don't know if I've seen it.
They're not good.
So, Mr. G's
I wanna look for-
going to
I wanna go-
acquire a uniform.
Yeah, I want to go downstairs and instead basically do try to get into a locker
All right, make a
in
stealth
that
check
employee area.
to get into the employee area.
Does this involve making sound, or is this
This will be mostly, a little bit of sound, a little bit of keeping out of sight.
do I get advantage on it with my boots?
Yeah, with your boots. Yeah, I'll allow you to get advantage on it. Because it is partially involving being quiet and just not getting attention, right? Like, you see some people in that area who are around, but they're not really paying careful attention, right? They're just caught in a conversation, as long as you don't draw attention to yourself.
That's a
16.
solid 16. It's a plus 12, but
Okay.
that was a 1 and a 4.
Okay. So yeah, you sneak,
Agents specialty.
You sneak your way into the employee area.
Just
Doesn't-
walking around like
yeah,
I know
there
I'm
doesn't
supposed to be
really-
here anyways.
Nobody really seems to pay you much mind. You stroll in with enough confidence and just try and look like you're supposed to be there, and nobody really quite bothers you.
Yo!
Hey! Thank you very much, Rock, for the 23 months. Wow. Dang, son. That's awesome. Thank you. But yeah, so you're sneaking into that area. You're able to get in there, and you manage to find what looks to be a locker type area. But it seems like the door to that area is locked, and the lockers inside of it specifically, like, they don't seem to be particularly secure, but rather just the room itself is secure. So there is a lock.
I'm going to pull out like a big chain of keys and just shh. All right, let me just. And I'm just going to start rummaging through these keys, but I'm actually going to a bump key, and I'm going to pick the lock while looking like I'm supposed to be there.
Okay, make a mobility spy gadgets check.
24.
Yeah, easy enough. It's a very basic lock, and you just like bump key, turn it, get it open.
Yep.
And you're into that room. And like I said, the lockers aren't very secure. Half of them are just like held open with just, or hanging open rather, with just some spare uniforms lying around. You could easily get into.
I'm just gonna grab a uniform.
All right, you get a hold of a uniform, and you take a moment to change here.
Yep.
All right.
Don and doff.
Yep. So it takes you a minute or so, but yeah, you get changed in the comfort of that room.
I'll also do a little bit of my makeup to give myself a slightly different complexion.
Okay.
I'm not like pale white now. I might be a little bit tanner.
Gotcha. So yeah, you do
maybe
a little
some
bit
like
of makeup, apply some coverage.
Just like a little bit of like just like contortioning or something. Not contortioning. I don't know off the top of my head makeup terms, but I'm giving myself a little bit of a sharper like cheekbones. Contouring. I'm doing some contouring.
Yeah.
Just to
I have a wife that does makeup. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you make yourself look a little bit different, and you got that uniform on now. So what are you doing from here?
Oh, heading back up to meet up with Kevin, give him some supplies, walking around like I'm supposed to be there, and just making sure I know all the entrances and exits, and hopefully looking a little bit different. I want to accompany, not like escorting her, but like if Chauncey's gonna escort them down, I want to be around in the lobby as hotel staff, doing hotel staff things, ready to go, and I have my handgun with me.
Okay, good to know. So yeah,
I would take my rifle.
So you're down.
That'd be hard.
You're down in the lobby, just acting like a waiter, basically.
Yes.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing then?
So like, I guess my question is, so we have all the weapons up here. This person wants to meet Katara. I don't want to go unarmed. So like, for one, I know I have a toxic gas grenade on me.
That'll clear out a room real quick.
Yeah. Just in case. But I do. Man, I don't want to walk through a hotel with a grenade launcher.
Well, you have the G36.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I'll keep the grenade launcher back. Back at the room.
Thing is, the
Carry the
G36
G30.
isn't too concealable, so people will see that you're walking in, packed and strapped. But yeah.
I mean, better safe than sorry.
Actually, it does have the folding stock, I suppose, which would make it a lot more compact. So I would say if you want,
True.
With some of the clothing that I grabbed, could we give her like a bit of an extra, like a one size up, of like a suit or something like that she can wear she can conceal it in?
That, or does she have a handbag?
So I mean,
I can find one.
That's true.
I think we're overthinking this process.
Listen,
way too much.
knowing them, knowing how just knowing how things usually go, it's always good to stay strapped.
Well, then just go in showing your guns. She knows you're not alone. She knows that you're at least made it that far alone. You're allowed to be a little bit packed. Like last time you guys saw each other, you shot at each other.
True.
But we're also in a public area.
Yeah. It will also.
yeah, but we walked in with all
the.
the guns. We walked in with all the guns.
Well, I'm assuming you
In
walked in with,
cases.
like bags and cases, essentially.
Oh no! I assumed Chauncey had him strapped to his back.
Well, you are military. You're allowed to do that. Though. Like,
Yeah.
you're not. What do you call it? You're yeah.
I'm badass. I get it.
But do they know that? Do the people? I guess like the hotel people know that there were military. There's like military popping in.
Yeah, they would probably be aware of your presence. Probably like most of the like patrons might not be, but yeah, the hotel staff would probably be generally informed that there was military visitors that are on some sort of operation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry it then.
It's also a public space, so she can't really do too much without getting noticed. So
True.
you gotta that's why you break up in public. So people don't act a fool.
What I'll do is I'll fold the stock, so just kind of put it down so I can keep it decently concealed.
Okay, yeah, not it's not way out there, but yeah, it's hid enough.
Yeah.
There's a term
keep-
called printing. She's printing, but it's concealed.
Yeah, true.
You could if you were looking for it, you could tell she's carrying a weapon on her.
Mm-hmm.
But
Other than that, I'll keep the grenade launcher back, obviously.
Mhm.
I'm also keeping my stun baton on me, though. That's always staying on me.
Okay.
that's good to keep. That you could conceal very easily.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, especially since it's kind of retractable, so she could just collapse it down and have it in one of your pockets.
And I guess with that, I'm pretty much set.
All right.
If we're all ready to go.
I'm good to go.
All right.
So you're just down on.
What you do?
So G's just down in the lobby right now.
I went up to help Kevin first, and then I'm going down.
Okay, so you helped him to.
Hack into security.
Oh, so that's on down on the lobby. So you're bringing him all the way back down to the first floor to go into that security room.
Oh, so okay, yeah. Well, I told him to meet me there wherever it was.
Okay.
So he would have gone. I would have gone over, just away, got my suit, came back as somebody, and I just would have because it said employee area only, right? So I'm basically just gonna be yeah, I'm supposed to be here.
Uh-huh.
And then help him in. Hopefully, try to get into security, and then we can. Hopefully, literally execute this plan.
Mm-hmm.
I want to execute someone today.
So, so would he be even allowed back there?
So yeah, Kevin's coming down to the first floor, and you're just walking with Kevin into the employee area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So.
And Kevin at this point is in some sort of suit kind of appearance.
Yeah.
So
Probably
you're
looking pretty posh.
Yeah.
I give him a clipboard and a little blank name tag that I'll just clip to one of his lapels, and it's there. Now you're supposed to be here.
All right, fair enough. It'll do.
Okay, so you guys head back into that employee area. Mr. G definitely, with all that you've done up, Mr. G pretty much looks like he's supposed to be there, but you just look like a part of the staff. I'll say, Kevin, since this is your first time entering this area, go ahead and make a deception check. Or a performance check, one or the other. Makes any difference.
Oh boy. I don't have a modifier to this guy.
Could I help him since I am escorting?
Sure, yeah, since you're kind of walking along. Gives it a bit more air of legitimacy, so yeah, you get advantage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you guys start walking over. A couple of the staff that you saw just conversing while the last time you were here are now walking back out and look to be leaving the employee area. And as they pass you by, one of them just kind of looks over to you guys, just hey, where you taking this guy? And talking to Mr. G.
Yeah, we're supposed to be looking over the security today. There's some sort of we saw a little bit of a glitch in the system. We're just trying to check it out to make sure nothing's going on. But
I should actually also correct. They talked to you in Japanese first.
I don't know Japanese.
Yeah.
So
Forgot about that.
so they talk to me in Japanese, and I say,
So-
"Hey, look, I'm new here. I actually I haven't been here for very long. This is just like a job that I got."
And they kind of like look and talk amongst themselves. First, I'll make a deception check.
Judo chop. Judo
Ah,
chop.
where is it? Come on, deception.
There it is.
There it is. 19.
Deception's your thing, not mine.
So they kind of look at each other a little bit. They just say a couple of things in Japanese, and one of them turns to you and is just like, "Oh, okay, I see. We were just wondering where you were taking this guy. I don't know if I'd seen him before."
The supervisor told me to go check out the security. If there's something happening with, I don't know, just a quick maintenance check.
Oh, maintenance. I see how it is. Yeah, we always got all sorts of things going wrong in this place.
Yeah, here too. Last place I worked at, complete garbage. I mean, like, I basically was working every job there just trying to figure out how to keep the place running.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah. Well,
Good luck with that. And they just like
Yeah.
keep moving along.
and don't worry, line gets easier.
So you're taking him over to the security room?
Yep.
Okay. So you're just like gonna waltz over and knock on the door?
Mhm.
All right. So you knock on the door.
Well,
And-
okay. So first of all, I should iterate. I'm trying to not actually go into the security room where there's staff. If
Okay.
possible, I'm looking for something where we can intercept any signals, and then using my spy gadgets, intercept some signals, like in some sort of, like in the control, not in the control room, but in the area that the control room's electrical boxes are.
Okay. Make an investigation check to see if you could find such a place.
That's what I thought I was doing before.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking for like the security room. I was looking for
okay.
the place that like the place that has this like breakers and whatever that's all signals are running through. That isn't the control room. I want to set up a control room in that room
Okay.
that only me
Gotcha.
and Kevin can access.
Yeah. So again, I don't remember what you rolled earlier. So go ahead and make another investigation check for this.
16. I think that might have been it. Let me just.
Okay. Well, in either case, yeah, you look around. You find what looks to be like some sort of utility closet not far from where that room is located after following a couple of winding halls and just like smiling and nodding your way past other staff members that pass you by. But yeah, you do manage to find a little utility closet that does seem to have some like spare wiring going through it. But yeah, you're not sure what hooks up to what, but there looks to be a lot of infrastructure here.
Yeah, so I would like to assist him with my spy gadgets.
Okay. Yeah,
to
I'll
set up
say
some sort of technology.
Yeah, with that you could give him advantage
A
on a
little hub.
technology check. So Kevin, go
Kevin
ahead and
just
make.
cracks his knuckles and gets ready to go to work. All right, it's been a while. All right, I'm ready. Just a second. I love my modifier here. It's a modifier. Just saying.
I love this modifier. Oh wow, that actually is pretty high.
Okay. So, 26. You get a good look at the wiring, and with like Mr. G's spy gadgets, you're like, oh, this is just unfair. Like, you know, I could have, I could have done this with less, but with these, it's just, you know, it's child's play. So, and it's like it's a lot more advanced than anything you would have had on hand for this particular type of work. So you manage to just like isolate the wires that would be connecting through the security room and tap into it with some of the spy gadgets as well as some of your own gear. You know, just do some clipping and make sure it's all tied up in electrical tape and safe and secure. But yeah, you managed to get a good line into the surveillance feeds, and if you have some sort of monitor on which to view it, you can.
I do.
Yeah, so Mr. G provides, and you are able to view some of the camera feeds, and it's a little fuzzy because it seems like you're kind of like splitting the signal from theirs, and like there are probably some confused security guards looking at their cameras right now who are just got a quality dip. Yeah, they're just slapping their monitors in the other room, but
Nani?
yeah, you have a view.
Right. Now, he turns to Mr. G. Now, what do you want me to do here?
So, if you see, does Kevin know what everyone like looks like, right? Because we don't have any like official like dossiers on everybody. I'm assuming their like identities aren't like out there, but we know what they all look like, right?
Scott Moeller
is out.
You know what he looks like, but like Scorpion, you could describe her, but
I'll describe her as best. I mean, like, we would have described everybody as best we could in all of our debriefings.
Yeah, true.
So we have some basic descriptions, but I'll say like, just like look out for them. Yeah, so keep an eye out for if you see any of them specifically, if possible. But if you see any like weird like movement, or like if there is like a squad rolling in on us, let us know.
You've got it, boss.
Because I don't want to have to fight all of the Manifold today.
How would I let you know?
We can call each other, so
yeah,
it's
right.
modern times.
Yeah,
thankfully.
I don't think Kevin has Bluetooth, but yeah, he could just call you up from where he's sitting.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need a Bluetooth from where he is, but I can have a Bluetooth set up.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, you guys, if you
hands-free.
want, you could all just be on conference call so that everyone hears what
Exactly.
Katara's hearing as well.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm hoping we're gonna
Well,
do.
that's what I was gonna ask. I was like,
Yeah.
so do we all have the Bluetooths like set?
Yeah,
I know that
not
the
everyone
main
has
team did.
Bluetooths, but
the main team did that.
yeah, I think the main
but
team
I
does,
don't
but
know
it
if
doesn't
everyone
really
here does.
Again, it doesn't really matter for Kevin because he's in some closet, so he could just listen on his phone. Yeah, if you guys want to get
Just
that
sitting
set
there,
up.
just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, Kevin, make a quick perception check through the cameras.
Okay, it's a perception check.
Perception check.
That's better. That's better. All right.
22. So, flipping through the cameras, you don't see anything immediately alarming. Although when you get to the bar level, you do see that your sister, Sarah, is at the bar just, like, getting some drinks.
I just facepalm. Oh, damn it.
remember, if you see anything weird, let me know.
I don't see anything weird. I see something disappointing. I point out Sarah. Seriously, what is she doing?
Looks like she's having a good time.
Well, she shouldn't be down there.
Well, she doesn't know. I'll see if there's something I can do. Oh wait, no. Doc said, she doesn't know.
Whoa.
Doc said that's what would happen if Chauncey saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is Chauncey on
So-
this conference call?
I don't know. Am I?
It's up to you.
Yeah, we would have started a
It's completely
conference
up
call
to you.
once we like. We should have started a conference call, so I think we would have, as soon as we started executing. So
Wait a minute. If you started a conference call, wouldn't I be on that conference call?
it's true. We call up everybody.
Well, we'll say
Now,
for the sake of
now
not,
we're just like
for the sake of not
yeah.
doing any retconning. Now is the point where you
We
guys
start calling up
the
everyone.
conference call. Yeah, you see that on the
All right,
camera.
all right,
and you're
everybody.
like, that's a good cue to actually know where people are.
yeah, like G is getting his phone ready. He's like, all right, let me know if you see anything weird. He's like, nah, crap, and then press his call.
You've got it. I give a small salute and close the door.
Very, very key to what you're doing right now.
Yes, very key.
So,
Okay.
if we all know that Lisa's there, well, Sarah's there, Chauncey's gonna say, "Hey, get out of the damn bar."
I only had one.
I'm not talking about your drinking. Just get out of the bar. You're here on a mission. You're not here to have drinks.
Well, fine. And she stands up and she throws like a 20 on the bar and leaves.
All right.
Kelvin quickly says to her, Don't let it get into your skin, sis. Don't let it get under your skin. He's got a reason for this, trust me.
Of course he does, and she just face palms and walks back up to the room.
So, what are the rest of you doing?
I am keeping a careful, but within range of my primary firearm distance of the bar.
So you're going up to the level of the bar.
This is all ground level, right?
Yeah, this was all ground level. Bars
So
near the middle. Of
I'm still So now I'm just going around doing waiterly stuff
Okay, so but staying close to the bar.
within range of my primary firearm.
So are
Do I see Scorpion?
Are you going into the bar, or are you staying outside of it but nearby to it?
So can I see the bar from the lounge?
I mean, well, you have to go through a door to get into the bar, so you can't see much of it, or at least like a doorway.
Can I go behind, like, not in the bar? Like, is there like a kitchen or something that has access to like where the bar is that I can just be in?
There would be like a kitchen area kind of like behind the bar, but it's not. It doesn't have a view into the bar without going through another door.
I'm gonna be a waiter.
All right.
Guess I'm heading down to the bar.
Okay.
I know Chauncey's coming with me to at least a little bit ways in and then leaving, or
No, I'm gonna try to stay guard, but whenever I take you down, can I roll for stealth to like sneak in without anybody noticing me?
Into the bar?
Yeah, into the bar area where I could just like hide in the background and do some other stuff.
Okay. I'm assuming you're not heavily armored right now, because you said you're unloading everything.
Yeah, but
Are you heavily armored, or are you not?
I'm going to be heavily armored, but I'm just gonna do the business over top.
Yeah, business over top. So I'll just need to know if you have disadvantage on this guy.
Yeah. I'll take advantage on it.
I assist him. Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and make that roll. Katara's making her way into the bar with Chauncey.
And I'm going to sense infected real quick.
That's
Okay.
a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sense infected as I get to the bar, because I want to see if there's anybody there.
All right, using
That's
sense
Ouroboros,
infected.
or not Ouroboros, Las Plagas.
Yeah, so you have Plaga antivirus covered, right? So
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's
Yep.
how you got. Oh,
so
what reasons, I guess.
yeah, sensing infected, you do not pick up any infected within your radius. So it seems clear in that regard.
All right, we should just leave then.
Alright. She'll announce, just kind of like telling everybody, she's like, I don't see anybody that's infected here, so I'm heading in.
From my area, do I see Scorpion at all at the bar?
So you're waiting around the bar?
No. Yes, I am waiting.
Yes,
at the bar.
waiting. Yeah, as in waiting tables.
Yes.
All right, so you head into the bar. First off, yeah, make another stealth check as you enter a new area with this disguise, and then make a perception check.
27 on stealth.
Okay.
Oh wait, I am assuming for this stealth I don't get advantage of my boots.
No, since you're in
Because-
you're in plain sight.
Yes. That's just a blend in stealth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Which you're doing a mighty fine job at.
It's a perception.
Perception check.
Wow.
Even better.
23. High roller today. I don't know why. I'm not even doing much.
This is really
23.
good.
Yeah, I know.
Really good.
You guys have gotten really fortunate tonight, by the way. There's lots of places this plan could have cracked if not for high rolls. But
Seriously.
yeah, so heading into that bar. No, yeah. So
No, I see you.
That was the exact number you needed to roll.
What?
Was 23.
That's the exact number I could have rolled other than a 20 to get it then.
So you do see, looking around, again, there are a few civilians in here. It's not packed, but there's, a crowd. Some of them just like people just sitting drunkenly alone.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. But you don't... Yeah.
I make sure to like be around those tables and just like, hey, you're good. You're good.
And they just cry to you in Japanese. Like they're pouring out their whole life story to you. But yeah, you don't...
I'm just nodding and smiling the whole time while keeping an eye out.
And it's interesting. Looking around, though, as you're with this perception check, you don't notice anyone that looks to you like Scorpion. But on closer inspection, you do notice somebody that's keeping by a corner that doesn't have any windows, with kind of like a fancy hat over her head and just like, a sort of generally kind of like fancy, kind of almost formal like clothes, with kind of brunette hair, and just going by the face, she looks like a little familiar. But even though like, her hat covers a bit of her head, but you catch a glance at some
big,
point.
Like, wide-brimmed hat that she's got now.
Mm-hmm.
She said you said her face looks familiar, but she doesn't look like Scorpion.
Well, she didn't look. She didn't look familiar at first, because like different attire, different hair, but same face.
So that is Scorpion then.
You think so?
Okay, good to know. I will be by some sobbing patrons and just like go and get them some new drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm out of sight of her, I'm going to like into the earpiece be like, I think I found her. I'll keep an eye on her, but
do you mind if I do another investigation check on cameras?
It would be perception.
I could point her out to you.
Yeah, it would be perception on cameras. But yeah, if Mr. G points out her location, you could just like look there on the cameras on the bar, and find that it's in a blind spot of the camera.
Yes. Well, that's not all I'm searching for, though.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
it
whatever.
Is.
Yeah, it is.
Perfect.
I don't know what you were searching for, but whatever it was, you didn't find it.
Yeah, declare what you want to do first, and he'll tell you which one to roll.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you roll. But yeah, so Katara at this point has entered the bar then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you enter the bar. What do you do from here?
Oh, really quick, just so I can say it.
Mm-hmm.
I am holding an action to fully just wreck her if I sense anything is going wrong.
Okay, good to know.
All right. Did my 15 clear me to sneak in?
Yeah, with your 15, you sneak in. You feel like you're being as quiet as you can be, but you don't necessarily know what the result is.
More than
yeah.
I want to blend in.
You
more
look
than
like
I
you're
wanted
blending.
to.
Yeah, you're not particularly hidden, but yeah, none of the civilians are paying you any mind, it seems.
Okay, and then like I'm gonna post up in like the back area a little bit, and then can I do situational awareness to see if I see any weapons on people?
All right,
especially if they're gonna point out the specific person to look toward.
Yeah, make a perception check with advantage.
Well, nope.
Wow.
Dang.
No, yeah.
It's too crowded.
Yeah, you don't see much.
Just gonna sit back and relax then.
Wait, did Sarah go all the way back to the room? Or
She did.
Okay, so you got all the way back up to the room.
You want to be a little bit closer, at least on the level everyone else is at.
Well,
like we just can't be in. If you,
I mean, Sarah already said she was going up to the room.
yeah, but I'm like
Well,
talking
I mean,
over
they
headsets.
You talking over the
There,
headset?
Kevin looks
Because-
around the bar and he sees that she's missing, and then he checks the other cameras, and she's like, he talks into the phone. Hey, sis, where are you at?
Wait, what? Sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
Hey, I said, hey, sis, where are you at?
Heading back up to the room. Why?
I'd stay a little close just in case things go south. We might wanna help him out.
And she contemplates for a second, and then she, is there any room, that she could go into? Any, like, is there, like, there's obviously a bar, but is there, like, any other, like, public attraction?
I mean, yeah, there's just
Or is it
there's
just
just
bar?
like a lounge area outside of the bar that leads into the halls.
Okay.
But yeah, you can just like wait around out there on one of the some of the furnishings that are out and about.
Okay, yeah, she is going to find a couch or chair or whatever, and she's going to try to look as, I know this is going to sound stupid, but as civilian as possible.
Mhm. Yeah, so you settle down somewhere outside the bar. Easy enough.
Reading a newspaper or something.
yeah, just pick up some newspaper off of the nearby glass
Anything.
table.
That is all in Japanese.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Well, I mean, it's the Hilton. They would have something like.
true, yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
maybe.
international.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, so Katara has gone
Wait a
in-
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I was going to ask, can I actually set up, scrap the civilian, can I set up, like, and start crafting something?
Yeah, it'll take you a few minutes, but yeah, what are you crafting?
That's fine. I'm going to try to craft a triangle.
Okay. If you got the supplies for it, go ahead and mark those off and make
Yeah,
your
I
crafting check.
Just saying, because I ran medic a while ago. You might at this level want to put some extra levels into it if you can, because just
Yeah.
there's
I don't know
if
if I
you if you're thinking about tranking like a civvy, don't need to, but these people have a lot of HP at this level.
Yeah, I'll look into that. Thanks for the information.
If possible, just saying, as a medic, you would know. I
Remember,
might want to
when you
cast that
drank
as
the
high as
Dawn?
possible.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
that's. I just don't want that to happen to you.
Right.
Drinks the Dawn, he just stands up.
I think Raph said it was literally impossible for that to work.
Yeah, because
numerically.
because it turned, well, numerically it would have been impossible,
Yeah,
but also
no,
it turned out he was
numerically, but,
immune
yeah.
to charm as well, which I'd forgotten that doesn't affect creatures immune to charm.
Yes,
so.
but like still numerically, like if you like lowest level drink, just straight up won't work.
Yeah.
For some of these people. You
Not
I
with how
don't
damaging
know
they
how
are.
much stuff you have. Yeah, without like actually being in the fight, but you might want to pour a couple more into it to make it a little bit beefier.
I'd have to look up how many.
Yeah. So
more
while you're
it would
looking into
take.
that,
Yeah.
we could have you retroactively roll the check whenever you get
Yeah.
to it. But yeah, while you're looking into that,
I'm just setting my
What's
stuff
Katara
up right
doing?
now.
So I figure she gets into the bar and she is just kind of looking around,
Mhm.
and then figuring that it was just a meet in the bar. She's just gonna find an open table that either an open table or just go up to the bar itself and just chill there.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of space in the bar. There's like a civilian that's kind of like one civilian that's right there, just like kind of slumped over the bar top. But yeah, you take one of the stools and you can pull up to the bar. The bartender, approaches you and asks if you want a drink. He does seem to speak English, so
Hey, it's just water, please.
yeah. So he just fetches you a cup of water. So I'm assuming Mr. G and Chauncey are just keeping eyes out.
I'm keeping an eye out on the woman in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm keeping an eye on Katara.
Yeah. So, Katara sits at the bar for a bit, alone, with her water. But, Mr. G, you would see, that after A little bit longer, you see the woman start to shuffle and make her way towards the bar. And after a moment, as she makes her way across the room, she takes a seat on the stool beside Katara. And Mr. G, you would notice, like, she's taking her seat. There's Katara is between her and the window, and on the other side of her is that civilian who's, like, drunkenly, like, slouching on the bar. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah, she's just, like, covered on both sides. But for you, like, you're basically at her back since you're, like, in the room with her. So, but yeah, she strolls up to the bar, and she comes up, orders a drink, and turns to Katara and just sort of mentions, just like, so I see you have gotten my invitation.
I have.
Well, I see you didn't mind pay much mind to the coming alone part. You entered this place with Chauncey, and I don't imagine your other friends are very far.
I just want to know what this meeting's about.
Well, that's quite alright. I figured you would want to be secure. If you are as smart as you seem, I'd imagine you came here expecting to kill me. Yeah?
Wow. Well, as all things expected of our last encounter, we don't want to have an open firefight in an area with a bunch of people. So, really, it wouldn't be optimal.
Of course. I'm sure you are very, very considerate, and even if you weren't, I know your friend Chauncey he considers himself quite the hero, and might not be looking for too many civilian casualties. So, perhaps best not upset that. Believe it or not.
She nods.
Believe it or not, I did call you here only to talk. And if I may, inform you of all the reasons that you, if you are considering it, might not want to kill me.
Hmm? And she kind of looks over at her. She's like, "Oh, I mean, since we're here to talk, then let's talk. Why? You say it. You say to consider it. So I obviously will, since this is a talk. Why do you say that?"
Well, first off, there are all these civilians nearby. Of course, as we've mentioned, don't want to put them in harm's way. But in the event that we meet in circumstances that are not as public. Well, it's been a few years since last we've seen each other, and I have thought a good deal about you since then. And it seems you were quick to reveal to me something that not everybody quite knows about you. That little infection you have, whatever the nature of it may be, I do not know, but it does not matter. You and I both know how the world views those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I have many agents in my employ. Not all of them are field agents. Some of them specialize a bit more in, how should we say, distributing information.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything were to happen to me, a few of those agents would be quick to make sure word of your little secret makes its way into the press.
Very smart. Very, very smart.
Yes, indeed. Of course, it does not even have to be necessarily that I die. As is often the case, they won't even exactly know if that were to happen to me, as is the secrecy in this line of work, but it's on a bit of a, how should you say, dead man's switch. They don't hear from me every so often, as they would not if I were dead. Then they will know it is time to release said information. And of course, I don't need to remind you of the ramifications. You well know the law, you know well know how the world views those things. It is highly illegal for non-government sponsored peoples to be experimenting with such biological hazard. You would be hunted down by the BSAA, you would be disowned and rejected by your university. All that you've sought to build up all these years would be gone overnight.
So you brought me here to speak to me and warn me that if something were to happen to you, my entire reputation would be for naught, and I would be hunted for what I do, or at least when I am.
Precisely.
And you think this gives you power over me?
Oh, I assume you care very much about this life that you have built up. If not for your own sake, then for the sake of your lover.
See, and there's many issues. And there's many issues that come in with things like that. Using things like that against me. My lover, my friends, my reputation with the school, everything. To get me to sit here and think about, I don't know, my actions and more. I realize that if these things were taken away from me, should I be hunted? Should things go a completely opposite direction of where I wanted to go? You seem to think of me as somebody who might give in to these demands, or at least think about it. But if I have nothing left, what's to stop me for still coming after you even when I have nothing?
Like I said, that is the last resort. That only would be triggered as a contingency after I would die or would otherwise be put out of commission by you. And I have no doubt you would continue after my employers, but I have no care for them. Despite how it may seem, I'm only loyal to the money.
Huh. So you're getting, well, obviously you're getting paid for all this, but I'm assuming that should someone attempt to pay higher for you to go against them, what, you would turn?
Yeah, should such an offer be made? You see, I don't know what motivates you, what you fight for. It is difficult to discern from your quite scattered profile. But me, I've been in this line of work a long time. And it takes its toll. The Manifold has made an offer that I could not quite refuse. An offer so exorbitant that even at this age I would be free to retire and never work another day in my life and sip martinis on the beach. That is what is in it for me. But I doubt there are any competitive offers that can be made to what they have already wagered.
So at the end of the day, you just want to get these things done, sit back and relax.
Essentially.
Interesting.
Been in the game too long.
Hmm.
And right now, the
So-
Manifold is the only one offering me a way out.
Ah. Well then. Good to know, at least. I know you're not doing it for any other reasons, you just want to leave. That's
Of course, nothing personal.
understandable.
My business has never been personal.
So what did you want to speak about here then?
I just wanted to know what all was on the table. Now you know what is at stake. I have a feeling we will be meeting each other again, and I have a feeling that they may be in more hostile circumstances. Just want to make sure you think very carefully about what you do before you take any shots in those circumstances. And I'm assuming you and I are in this town for the same reason. And should you try to stop me in my pursuit of that reason, in addition to the aforementioned reasons about what might happen if you take my life. And she, like, pulls kind of, like, out of a pocket and kind of shows you kind of underhanded, you know, like, keeping it hidden from other people's sight. What looks to be some sort of, like, triggering device, almost like a, like you might have for, like, an explosive. She's like, somewhere in this city, we have planted a quite substantial bioweapon that could be unleashed at the push of a button. Now, you don't want this to turn into an international incident, of course, so I recommend you stay out of our way.
Out of character, what time, how much time until the meeting?
At this point, maybe 45 minutes to half an hour.
I have an idea. I don't know if it'll be...
Because we can all be talking during this, but I'm keeping quiet to let the...
Because an idea that was running through my head,
Well,
like...
we could. I think we could get discussing that in a moment. But let me just
Okay.
finish up here. But yeah, she just pockets that again and just points that out to you. She's like, "Of course, the choice is still yours. Do what you must, and I will do what I must."
Katara nods. She's like, all right.
And at that point, she downs the last of her drink and just like screeches the stool backwards and just begins to make her way out of the bar.
Not yet. Because we're talking through the entirety of that conversation.
Yeah, as she's making her way out the bar, and we'll
She doesn't make her way out of the bar.
Okay.
She does not make it out of the bar. She doesn't even get off her seat. But we're talking before that happens.
Yeah, let's recap what's happened.
So Troy had, you said Kevin had an idea?
Well, my idea was just to, like, she's here. She's not at the collector's place. So I was just gonna say someone should go over there and take care of it, but I think we're too far in now. So never mind.
The only thing you hear over the radio is, "Don't worry, someone will take care of it." And as she's getting up, G will come over with like a platter and just be like, "Excuse me, ladies, would you like something if it's not personal?" And I'm gonna empty a full round into her and slit her throat.
All right, so go
Could
ahead.
I also, at this moment in time, be like standing up and like heading towards this issue, but the whole time saying this isn't the mission? Like just on repeat, like this isn't the mission. This isn't the mission.
Well, it's just over
just
the
like
comms.
pushing people, Yeah, just pushing people out of the way to try to stop him from shooting her and killing her. Like almost. That's what I'm gonna attempt to do. Now if she does that,
So you've heard that, Mr. G. Does it affect your decision at all?
So I roll with advantage, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna make attacks.
Where did roll 20 go?
You're about to screw over Katara.
Katara, as soon as Katara said, and you think that's going to stop me, I was like, all right, Mr. G's killing her. So this is with so this is main hand, HK, and then I'm going to offhand Karambit.
All right.
you're even gonna use my knife.
All right. I'm using the combat knife.
No, use the Karambit.
Just because of like the idea of just like I'm like walking up behind her with like a tray, and there's like the knife underneath it. So I'm like, would you like a plate of It's Not Personal? And I have the gun behind, emptying, and then just like knife from the front.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls with advantage. Now, you technically don't have the gun fu fighting style anymore, but for the sake of this super ambush, I'll allow it. Like, you're essentially, like, mechanically would be taking your shot as you're coming up and then getting close with the knife.
Mechanically, it doesn't matter,
that's what's happening, but flavor-wise,
yeah.
You're getting up close. All right,
mechanically,
so go ahead and make your attacks.
So this is modifier, something large, I forget.
Does this count as sneak attack?
Yes.
It would if he hits, yeah.
Am I able to tell Kevin to kill the cams so they're no longer recording like this incident?
Yeah, do you mention that over the waves?
Yeah, like as I'm like, this isn't the mission. Kill the cams,
Kevin. Meanwhile, Sarah's in the other room with a trank, like, well, that'll do. Ah, we're going.
All right,
We're doing it.
I kill the cams.
Which, by the way, what are you still crafting that trank?
Yes,
All
I
right,
am.
so go ahead and make your crafting check for that as well. Wait, it's worth noting. What's the DC on it?
What? 10.
Not lower
10?
than 24.
Okay, yeah, so you could have gotten it done during that time. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
get that train crafted over that time, expending the amount of resources you would have needed for whatever level you were making it at. So 27 hits. So roll your damage, and I think does assassinate counts for this, doesn't it?
I automatically crit
Yeah,
when
that's a crit.
attacking from surprise.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh boy, here comes assassinate. So double everything except the
Did not. I need to write down my bonus is not 11, it's actually 6 because I'm headshotting.
Right.
Because I just look at the weapon and say, okay, plus 11. And then I don't realize until I'm rolling, like, oh, headshot. But, God, could I have retroactively spotted her when I saw her? I didn't say it. I keep forgetting I have spotted. I keep forgetting I have spotted.
I'll say no this time around, but...
Okay. 58 damage on the handgun.
All right. Yeah, so you walk up under the train, just, and now you're coming up with the knife. And those like attacks just like pierce across her chest, and you see like some splatters of just like material and blood come out. She's like shoots back against the bar top.
And I'm doing a knife with headshot. I'm kidding. This is with advantage as well. For offhand, I forget how. Oh shoot!
All right.
I already crit anyway. I crit anyways, but I don't get
no modifiers. No
modifiers, and I don't get
no ability modifier, but
and I don't get sneak attack because this is my second attack in a turn.
Yeah, that's the sneak attack is once a turn.
Is it possible that I can hit her with a stun baton and try to stun her as well?
As this is all going on, I would say for that, make a quick initiative roll to see if you do it before she reacts to what's all going on here.
And that is 13 with my knife.
All right.
Okay, nope. But then again, she's still gonna be running away from me, so...
Yeah, actually she doesn't even need to roll because, her nat 1 would still beat that. So what's that for Chauncey?
I rolled the initiative too. You wanted to play my actions in this as well?
Sure. Yeah, actually, yeah. Then I'll
Okay.
go ahead and roll initiative for her as well, just to see what order everything's about to happen in, because one way or another,
Yeah.
this is gonna happen fast. So yeah,
And
I'll
I am
go.
doing this a little bit like I'm obviously being a little bit sneaky with the actual attack. There is gunfire happening, but it is all concealed gunfire.
Yeah.
And I do have a silencer as well, but I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, still, people are gonna react just from the noise and.
But what I'm saying is, hopefully, like that won't show up on any cameras that I attacked her.
Yeah.
Because I came in with my knife underneath a tray, so like I'm like offering something,
Yeah.
and then
I was saying, as soon as Chauncey says kill the cams, Kevin, you could just like use an action to kill the cams if you so desire.
I did that.
All right, yeah, you killed the cams. It's just the feet's dead. All right, so let me just roll hers in front of
really-
you guys. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
gross.
Damn it! She
So-
reacts first.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I mean, you can roll for Sarah if you want to see where she lies in the order of what's all
You know-
happening.
Just do it.
Oh, 18.
All right.
Okay, so you go.
All right,
We'll go
1 second.
immediately after her.
Oh.
But yeah, she like after taking all this hit and just like getting just like struck with the knife and like her collarbone, she's just gonna like pull away. She's just gonna like bonus action disengage and just like run away from you guys towards the window on the other side of Katara, and she is just going to freaking dive out the window. I'll do. She'll take a bit of damage for it. Let me just roll that real quick. Takes
Like, did she cross paths with Katara?
well, she disengaged.
she disengaged though.
Disengaged.
Yeah.
Agents can bonus action
Agent,
disengage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So she.
But Katara could like walk and
Yeah.
catch up with her.
Right?
Katara runs faster than I do.
But she crashes
Yeah.
out the window and just like just dives out, and the shattered glass just flies all about, and you see her just like start to fall, and like just fall out of sight down from this story, and you see just a wire just go to the rooftop on the opposite side of the street, and she just like comes back up on the building on the opposite side as it reels in.
So like,
But
how
that's
much?
a-
Far as that?
Yeah.
I spot it. Can I spot her on my turn after? No, because it's a bonus action.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about 60 feet across from here. But
Okay.
that's she's currently on like the edge of that rooftop. But that's as far as she could get. But yeah, so next up, everybody else can.
Shit, that's a
Oh,
lot.
is she like hanging? She hasn't climbed up yet?
I would say she's like
Yeah,
on
'cause
like
that's her
the-
entire action.
Yeah, she's like on the edge. She's like standing on the edge. But yeah, that's as far as she's able to get.
I'm on the edge of glory.
I wonder if there's a way we could mechanically just like shoot her till she falls off the roof.
That is called the attack action.
But she's on the edge.
Can you attack the zip line?
No, she's already up though.
Yeah,
She
she's
can just like
Oh,
Hmm.
I thought she was like right on the edge.
I mean,
Like-
she's,
well, yeah,
she's
she,
on.
like-
She's standing on the
she's
edge.
standing on the edge.
Oh. Jesus.
Awesome.
And we're also
How
in a
did
public
she
area,
look,
by the
though,
way.
as she ran and crashed through the window? Did she look like she was pretty messed up?
I mean, she looked battered. Yeah, she looked like she got really hurt by everything that just happened there.
Yeah, can we just try to finish her somehow? Maybe.
I don't like how you use the word try. I'm finishing her today.
Oh, moment, we're waiting on Lisa to make her move then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I? Since I'm assuming people are probably a little bit freaking out.
Yeah, like the bar is now a buzz. Like the bartender is just like confused as to what just happened, and like the few people that are sober enough to understand that a situation is going on in that area are just now just like a couple of them just like scream and just like fall off their stools and just are starting to book it out of the bar.
Great. Can I use my action to go around and try to get the more intoxicated ones out of the bar?
Yeah, sure. You could get in there and start like dragging some of those people out, basically.
Yeah. Just getting everybody out of there.
So, yeah, what about Chauncey, Katara? What are you guys doing?
I don't have my launcher.
Oh, I didn't.
So
I technically didn't roll initiative yet. Let me do that.
Do I even need to roll initiative? I'm way
In a closet?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay, bro. Don't worry about it. We got this.
The mission. God, that
Oh.
That is a 20 initiative for when initiative comes back around.
All right.
But
Yeah.
I think I technically just go first in a surprise round.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
surprise rounds don't have any real concrete rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's for the next round coming around because I already took my turn.
Mhm.
But that's for the next time
Yeah.
coming around.
But yeah. So I mean,
You
really
already
quick.
took
What do
your
you?
turn?
Yeah, because this is technically
This is all the same
We
round.
started
all the same round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I guess it
don't
technically
even
would have
know.
been
Like,
Mr. G, I guess,
Yeah.
first, and then like everybody
Yeah.
else is now taking a round.
That's yeah.
so I don't even know. Like so like with the G36 like collapsed at the moment.
Mhm.
It can't. How does it take an action to like make it so it's not collapsed?
It should
Uh,
say.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
It would
don't-
be an action to uncollapse it.
What? Wow. Okay.
But it just makes it so that it takes less inventory space, I believe. But yeah, that's true. It also
Well, no,
has the
'cause
trade-off of getting rid of the bonuses.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
Well, it only came with a +1 bonus, so the +1,
Well, no, 'cause
the extra
it's-
+1 that Chauncey upgraded it to would probably still apply. But you wouldn't.
Okay,
you wouldn't
so it
get,
would-
yeah, just so it would be down to
It's a-
+1 essentially if it's
Okay.
collapsed
Okay.
right
You
now.
know what? I'm gonna try shooting at her.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to that window and just.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. Let's see if this hits.
Oh wow, you guys! This is a night of so many crits. Wow.
Woo!
So double your damage dice.
Hey, you guys remember Scorpion?
No, I have no idea who you're talking about.
So let me.
I can imagine Kantara saying, "Get over here."
Or
All right.
Although Raph, I think that is genius though with the hook.
Yeah.
So 37.
wow.
37
Tasty.
points. So you just like go up to that window, point the barrel out, and just like start lighting up that corner of the building that she is on with a fury, and you see just like so many of the bullets like just striking against her person. Like you seem to have actually a pretty decent accuracy aiming down the scope for your first time firing this weapon.
She's like, "You threaten my girl?"
But yeah, Chauncey doing
Oh,
anything
you know
in this
what?
round as well?
Extra. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
attack.
going to do stuff. I'm just
Okay,
letting Katara finish her.
Extra attack.
Oh yeah, you have 2 attacks. Right. I forgot about that now.
Well,
20 also
There's a
hits.
20 hit. All right. 17 points.
Wait, did I? This is a different round, right? So she
Yes.
has another evasive action, or what do you call
Oh,
that?
that's right, yeah.
Uncanny dodge.
I forgot to use that, but I'll say
I'll
say yeah,
So-
she'll use it on this latest attack that she has just taken. So
Well, I don't know if you can evasive on a surprise, can you? Because you have to know it's coming.
no, yeah, you do have to be able to react to it.
Yeah.
because you're technically incapacitated during a surprise
Attack
round.
when an attacker you can see.
Mhm.
She could not see me because she did
Yeah.
not perceive me.
But she sees Katara,
'Cause I'm
so she's
like-
gonna have this
Yeah.
latest attack. So that's gonna reduce that by 8.
So like, oh, okay, so 37.
Yeah, reduce that 17
So-
to 8 points.
Okay,
By
9.
yeah.
I'd still. I mean,
But you
that's
can do
still
the
40
37.
Yeah, that's still 46 gone. So, or from her. So, and what I'm gonna do after that is I'm gonna move out of the way,
Okay.
so that way I'm not blocking somebody else's, chance to go through and fire off if they need to.
Mhm.
So, and then I'm just gonna not hold my action. That's all I'm gonna do.
All
I don't
right.
have anything else to do.
Chauncey doing anything?
I'm I'm obviously still moving forward. The crowd's begun to rise up and start to shuffle. I'm just gonna do like rolls out. I roll out of everybody's way, make my way to the window, pull out my rhino, pop off a couple shots.
What's the range on the rhino?
Oh, it's heavy. Maximum range is 320 feet.
What's the
but
effective range?
range is 80.
Okay, yeah, she would still be in your
you said
effective
60.
range. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and start lighting off some shots with my
Well, actually,
rhino here.
technically, with your nearsightedness.
I still got my goggles.
Oh,
I still got my goggles.
did you use an action though to put those on?
No, fuck it. I'll just shoot blind.
All right. Well, it just means a disadvantage.
I didn't want to
so-
shoot her anyways. Yeah. I'll shoot blind. It don't matter. All right. So, get all my math here because I wasn't ready to attack her. Everybody else wanted to kill her. Poor girl. No choice. Just
To be fair, I didn't plan on her jumping out a window.
All right, so yes, disadvantage. Oh yeah, missed
Oh,
that
no.
shot.
Yeah, doesn't hit. And the first shot, you're squaring out and just out the window. You see it just scatter across the building below her.
Do it again. Nope.
Another
Oh
shot.
my god.
Almost the same rolls.
Screw it, guys. Action surge.
last time.
Oh my god. Oh.
21. That hit.
21 hits. Yeah.
So
You
that's
get-
one, and I'm gonna just go ahead and light off the last shot that I'll make
Alright.
for my action surge as well.
Disadvantage.
You
Aw.
kidding me?
Wow.
20 again. Oh.
No. So I
Alright.
missed 3 shots.
Yeah.
Hit with one.
Two normal hits.
Oh,
2 normal hits?
Yeah,
Oh,
19
19
hits.
hits?
19. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh, hey, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to add maneuvers to these bullets as well.
Okay.
First one being is it disarming shot that stuns them? No.
You're
limb
looking
shot
for limb
that
shot. Yeah.
Stuns them.
So she
Yeah,
needs to
limb
make
shot stuns them.
Constitution save.
Yep.
Which she succeeds.
Yeah, that passes. Yeah. And then the second one, am I able to do limb shot again? Does it matter?
Yeah, I think on each you can try it on each attack if you have enough resources, if you have enough points.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll again
All right.
for the other bullet.
It's an 8.
Oh. Mine's a 15. So
Yeah, so she's stunned
Alright.
for a round.
she's stunned. Now I can roll that beautiful damage that I thought I had. One shot. That shot. No. That's 129.
All right, 29 points of damage on the first hit.
And 20, so 49 points of
Dang.
Chauncey damage.
So you put 2 magnum rounds through her and just like, and she looks to be beaten and bloody on the other side, but she is still standing, but she is stunned for the time being.
Oh, wait. That's 20 because I forgot to add the +2 to that weapon. So it's actually +2 on both of those as well.
Oh, right.
So
yeah, 4 more damage.
53.
Yeah.
Total damage.
Just take away 4 more. So, okay, yeah. I mean, she looks super rough.
Who's next?
So I think that concludes the first round.
Well, if I get do I get my round in the first round because I went during surprise? Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Guess that technically, would have been true. When did you roll? You rolled a 20?
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, so you technically would have gone before Sarah did.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, well, but rolling around to the next one. Let me check some sort of...
Yeah, we kind of rushed it anyway.
Yeah.
Mel was like bottom of the initiative pile.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really just to see.
We're all running at the same time, really.
Yeah, because that was really just to see. I wasn't entering combat. I was just seeing when you guys go in relation to her, because she was getting out of there. But yeah, she would be stunned at this time, so she can't do anything at the top of the round. But you guys do see just like basically like some lens flares of some like laser sights start to set out from that rooftop on the opposite side. And
I'm suddenly glad I'm not here.
Let me check your guys' passive perceptions really quick just to see if they surprised you here. No, yeah.
14.
They definitely would have surprised all of you.
My passive's an 18.
Yeah, against that.
Because yes.
Or technically it's 19,
13 plus 5.
against hiding creatures, because you're at 14 now by default for perception. But that's right. No, yeah, they rolled super high though. So one of them's gonna get a shot off with advantage against who all can they see? Because I think
I'm at the window.
There's
yeah,
the window.
yeah, because Katara said she moved into cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
So against Chauncey.
Oh, right. 'Cause you're
Not this guy.
So 24. Yeah. So
that was advantage.
Yeah, that was So
I thought it was just multiple lasers.
There are multiple lasers.
They're all coming for me.
So you take real quick and sneak attack and all that. 23 points of damage to Chauncey. And you see another figure just like basically tackle Scorpion to the ground, kind of over the lip on the edge of the building.
Could I have spotted her?
Yeah, I will say since we skipped over that kind of the first round so hastily, I'll say during that time you could have spotted her.
All right.
But yeah, so that you guys currently cannot see her, but you do only see like one laser sight that seems to be fixed on the sort of window looking into the bar.
All right,
Can someone use an action and put my freaking goggles down over my face?
So at this point, the rest of you
you
can go all at once right now. So what do you guys?
Well,
what are your immediate?
Well, here's the thing:
action?
the last round, because I didn't go last round for the first round, rather. I just would have spent moving, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is your general course of action here?
Following her.
All right. You're following out the window, or?
Yeah, I'm running, jumping off one of the like a little like potted plant that's by one of the windows, and I'm just gonna dive through the hole and full on like corkscrew through and land on the other side, roll out, and keep running.
Well, because the opposing rooftop is 60 feet away.
I'm not jumping onto the rooftop from here. I'm getting outside.
Okay, because like if you go out this window, there's just like a straight drop, just like.
I thought we were on ground floor.
Stories. No, this is the bar. This is a few stories up.
What
I thought we
Hold
were
on.
at ground floor.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
thought this
security room
ground
was on
floor.
ground floor. The lobby was on ground
I
floor.
thought the bar was. I thought the lobby
Yeah,
is right across the door from the bar.
No, though there's like a waiting room. There's like a lounge that Sarah was out at.
Yeah, which
But
is
not-
you go
not-
through the door and then get to the bar.
No, this is like a kind of like commercial sort of area for like the different like the bar and the pool. This is kind of like near the middle. Well, actually, I did establish that was in the middle, exactly in the middle of the building.
Yeah,
I'm
but
jumping out.
you.
I'm jumping out.
All right,
Fuck it, I'm jumping out.
so you're gonna take some fall damage.
Sure,
'Cause
this
this
is
is-
maneuver.
again,
I
this
can't do
is-
that.
Yeah, because it's not an attack. 'Cause
I'm
this
jumping
is,
out.
This is like a like. Well, like Mr. G would be well aware that this is like a 15-story drop you're about to take.
Barrel roll.
Wait. So wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. So you're saying that we are 15 so it is in the middle of the building, not like on the bottom floor. We're at the middle
Yeah, this is
portion
in
of
like
the building.
the
15
middle of the
stories up. Okay.
And you still want to jump out?
I
Do a
didn't-
barrel roll.
I didn't
Johnson's
even-
not jumping. He hates heights now.
You better have some plan when you jump out that window.
Parachute.
How long would it take me to just get to the room, like to get upstairs?
Running down the stairs.
Okay, you're going down. You're running down the stairs.
Can you do like the sliding down the rail shit to make more time?
I'm jumping floor by floor, 15 floors.
Oh.
Bonus action, action dash, with her spotted.
Yeah, I'm. How long would it take to get to like the room?
Probably a couple minutes if you take the,
The
elevator.
exact amount of time that it would take for you to get down to the floor, because we're exactly halfway
same
through.
amount of time. Oh
The
my
exact amount of time to get to the floor because we're at the middle.
So
So
even okay, well that's not gonna work. Because I guess my idea was if we were literally because I know we're upstairs, but I guess my other plan was just gonna be if there was a window upstairs and they're still down there, I'm firing a grenade launcher. I don't care. But if they're gonna be gone by the time I get up there, then I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, that being said, as you guys are kind of like scattering out of the room.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
How far can I throw this grenade?
I think it has a range of 30 feet for grenades.
Damn.
So I have 2 shots left, and I want to make them, but I want to ask if you can describe the rooftop in which I seen her getting tackled. Like, is it like your run-of-the-mill like skyscraper rooftop where it's pretty much just aluminum sheet metal, and they're just on the top, so it's like a foot of aluminum sheet metal?
No, it's more like kind of like almost like a residential kind of building. Like there's like a bit of a what it's called, like those overhangs that kind of go around the perimeter of a rooftop.
Yeah, like a
but,
gutter kind of thing. But
Yeah, sort of, but yeah, there's the like just some spare stuff. I mean, because you can't. It's a little bit higher from where you are. Like it's on a bit of an elevation, so you can't see like what all's on the ground of that rooftop. But yeah, that's what you see.
But like I clear as day, like I seen the figure like walk up, tackle her, and like bring her down to like laying down position, correct?
Yeah.
So she's prone. She's still stunned. If somebody would be willing to spend their action to put my goggles on me,
I'm putting your goggles on.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna spend that action.
yeah.
Can I shoot? Can I shoot where I like? Can I use my situational awareness and shoot where she is supposed to be? and use the penetrating power of my rhino to penetrate through the wall to hit her.
Okay. Interesting.
That's my thought. It's the last 2 bullets, man. Let me do.
Yeah, I will say make an attack roll. Would be with disadvantage because you're shooting blind. She's technically stunned, so I'll say
he was gonna put my goggles on me.
Yeah.
and I got your
No.
goggles
You're
on.
blind in the sense that you
Oh.
can't see her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So so that's gonna be. I guess it would be a straight roll, since you have
So
advantage and
okay, so it
disadvantage.
cancels this out. The question, guys, should I do this with headshot?
No.
No, just
Nope.
do it.
Yeah, just
All right.
regular. Get that
All right,
whole bonus, man.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, what?
All right, roll your damage.
Do you want me to roll the other shot, or do you...
Roll your damage
Jesus.
first.
I'm rolling my damage. Give me a sec.
My.
Did I just end this lady with a blind fire? What?
You say you are not getting away.
I said this wasn't the mission. 44 points of through the building damage.
All right. You gonna make another shot? Or are you putting 2 shots through the building?
I'm putting 2 shots through the building. And if I saw like a blood splatter, like I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's it. Fire again.
Yeah, you don't see anything, but
Oh
what is this?
This is meant to be.
All right, make another critical damage roll.
Oh, and wait, I forgot to add the math again. That was 46 points
Right.
of damage. Oh yeah, boy.
Oh my god.
Effing send it. Boom! Again, with another 55 points of damage.
All right. So you put 2 shots through the wall in the side of the building.
Yeah.
He wasn't attacking her, right? Because she was stunned.
I was attacking her with the piercing power.
Yeah, 'cause,
of,
yeah. Okay. Well,
of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do I see like lasers running around?
I mean, yeah, you still see like the one laser that's coming like right at you from the
Oh,
other
it is
side.
the one laser.
Yeah, you do only see one laser at this point.
So we have no idea what happened.
Yeah, you don't know.
Can I radio up to Moira in our penthouse to
no.
look down to see if
I mean, at this point, yeah, she's like heard all this
Confirmed kill.
gunfire. She's just like, "Ah!"
confirm the kill, confirm the kill.
And that is going to be where we end tonight's session, though.
Oh my god.
As you call that
I hate
in.
you. I hate you.
But
That's beautiful.
oh man, that was quite something. The rolls were really with you guys in that episode. Holy smokes.
That
But-
This was
beautiful.
insane.
That is going
I
to
can't
be.
believe I'm that. Like, thank you, roll 20 for letting me
Yeah.
double nat my last 2 rhino bullets.
Oh man.
Because everything else is poured out on a bed. This is
You
all I
right?
brought with me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, thank you all very much for watching. That was quite something, but we'll see what the results are next week.
I'm still running.
You're still running, yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you would be still running. But, yeah. Till then, we'll see y'all next time. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Can I dreams all the good things?